Felicia Day, benevolent archon of the land of geekdom, sensed that her people were disheartened. If only, she thought, if only there was some form of entertainment that my geeks could subscribe to. You see what? Yeah, entertainment tailor-made for her citizens, like television for geeks, but a million times better. Entertainment that would update daily with something for everyone, from cosplayers to movie buffs. That would raise the people's morale. Now, an adventure like this needs heroes. And heroes, as we are all very well aware, come in character classes. The Mighty, a former warrior who defeated death in a thumb wrestle and earned his immortality, only to retire and become a scholar. A brilliant war strategist and military leader whose troops never say a word against her. A craftsman and blacksmith with a forge fueled by magic, and the renowned knights of undying stamina, who would never rest while there were still people who felt like outsiders, even in the nerd community. The Skillful, a duo of minstrels from a faraway land capable of melodies that would fill even the most downtrodden soul with joy. The famed masters of disguise from the frozen wastes of the north, and their super secret undercover correspondent. A traveller learned in the science of photography, who could use her art to trap a soul in a sliver of time. And two reformed thieves who have turned their talents for alchemy and mimicry to mana potions and entertainment. And the wise, Lady Holland, and the classically trained Scott the Scottish, the leaders of the secret society of paupers, a mysterious mage with an insatiable curiosity, the curator of the great library of legendary heroics, and a scribe who could create magnificent tales that would capture the imagination and preserve it in jars to be spread on toast like jam. I hear it's delicious. Oh, and then there's me, the person who retells stories from thousands of years ago and takes all the credit for it. So now you can subscribe to the Geek and Sundry Vlogs channel to step into a world of entertainment just for geeks. I can give you that, but first, you'll need to know what kind of character you'll be for this adventure. Mighty, skillful, or wise? Kiri has informed me that no one could hear me, but hopefully that has been fixed now. So here we all are again. I'm saying that bit again. Technology hates me. But I'm thrilled to see as many people here as have come. We've got a couple people who have to leave early, which is unfortunate, but we also got a couple people who are going to come late. So it's going to be very exciting. I'm excited to see everyone. Back in the day when we did these, they used to be a little bit more structured than they're going to be today. We used to, you know, it would be like 6 people max, and we'd do a number of them staggered over a couple days. Not here. Not on my watch. This is pure chaos. Yeah, exactly. Jenny would have had this handled, but I don't. So we're just going to be a massive people, and it's going to be wonderful. And yeah, so I was thinking that we could start by going around and just getting everyone to give like their #1 life update. Because we can't all give everything because there's so much to cover. So we'll just go around one at a time, say who we are, and say what our biggest thing is, our biggest new thing, because we haven't seen each other in like 5 to 7 years. So it's been a while, some stuff has happened. So I don't know if y'all are in the same order as you are on my screen, so I'll just call you out. Okay, great. I'm just gonna call out your names and we'll make the best of it. So Mia, here's with your stuff.
Okay, I'm gonna wait.
Now let's try this again. Hello.
No audio, no audio. I'm looking at the comments.
Can you hear me now?
We'll give it like
Can
the
you hear me now?
10 to 20 seconds.
Can you hear me now?
See, guys, it's a nightmare. I apologize.
We're trying.
I do have a ghost that lives in my laptop and tries to make my life hell.
Why are we not
using Dennis?
Who's the best myth reader here? I like that.
I can hear Mia. Can no one else hear me?
No, we can.
We can hear. They just can't hear us. Oh, there we go. Okay, they can hear us.
Okay, great. We're good now, guys. Go ahead, Mia.
Yay. Okay, cool. I said like a bunch of funny, hilarious jokes.
Yeah, just so you
Say
know.
them all again.
Super funny. I'm not going to say them again, but I will say it's Mia from Two Broke Geeks. Omar will come a little later. And my big life update is that I write cartoons. That's it. The end.
That's very exciting.
Yay!
Okay, Terry is up next.
I'm Terry. I've been painting minis since we last talked, but I work for a game company now. This company, Renegade Games. So we make a lot of games. So if you're into board games, that would be great. I would love if you check some of them out.
Can I just say, I love that that Jenny is dissing me in my own comment section. Oh, for some reason, pinning myself has pinned Mia to the top left corner of this screen, and it won't unpin her. So we're really just having an adventure today.
I just saw Jenny leave a comment that says this is what happens when I don't produce.
Yeah, when Jenny doesn't produce, this is what goes wrong. Jenny is the only thing that's keeping us all
controlling your
together.
video right now.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, we've all changed order again. So now it's Kimmy.
Is it? Oh, hi, I'm Kiri Callaghan. I used to do Curiosity, and I still kind of do it on my home channel. And now it's expanded into talking about psychology and other things as well, and all that jazz. We're all about learning. A big life update other than I'm getting married in October.
That's pretty huge.
I've got a second book coming out later this year, so yay. I don't have to pay for it though yet.
Hell yes. We have a Becca. Hey Becca.
Maybe for a little while. How is everybody?
Oh, we're doing well. How are you? Actually, that's a good point. If you have to leave, I know Amy has to leave pretty soon, so actually we'll say, Amy, you go next. What we're doing, Becca, is we're giving people our life updates, our number one life updates.
But just one.
Just one. You gotta pick one thing. Yeah.
Yeah. No pressure.
So Amy is next because Amy has to leave soon. Oh wait, we can't hear you. We can't hear you. Oh no. Amy's the little mermaid. I don't know if you knew this.
Amy!
Oh no!
You must unmute yourself, Amy.
Are you muted?
I don't think
She's not
she's
muted.
muted. Oh no!
We have to go on a quest to
difficulty,
find a
too.
sea witch.
Charades.
Beat her up. We'll beat the sea witch up.
She loves
Wait,
us.
not muted?
She's not muted, you guys.
Yeah, what's going on?
Well, I'm
Do you have a
confused.
microphone?
Hello. A lot of things.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Please make Please make
Technology's a
sure
trade-off.
that is set as your default communication device for Google Hangouts.
Kiri
Worst
is
comes
now
to
our
worst.
IT department.
I have had to do
Very
this
good
for
at that.
so many
Very good at
people
that.
over the past week.
I feel like you should do another person instead of Amy
Yeah,
right now.
let's
That
go.
way Amy can log back out and log in if she needs to.
Who else needs to leave early? Becca, do you need to leave early?
I can kick around for a bit. I just showed up. I don't want to like.
Okay, great. All right. Well then, let's
drain
go
all the
with
parade too
Paul.
quick.
I grew this. This is it. That's all that's happened since I left.
Nice. On how to do it because I've been struggling.
Yeah.
I want to DIY.
Yes, I did that myself.
Yeah.
Yeah. Beyond that, I work as a web developer, so I'm not exactly in the YouTube space anymore, and I hide from social media because it's a scary and dangerous place.
It is a scary and dangerous place.
And there's just too many weirdos out there.
They're all in this room, actually.
They are.
Oh, yeah,
They are.
And I volunteered to come here, so What does that say about me?
I like to think that Paul has just been like sitting in a cave at the top of a mountain meditating, growing his beard.
Kinda.
Through enlightenment.
I shed the collections issues and a lot of the consumerisms and paring down on life. It's great.
There you
Love it.
You're a total monk now.
So healthy.
Mitch, you're up.
All right.
Say something, Amy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Sorry.
Just as a quick test, I'm
Right.
not jumping turns, but can you hear me?
Oh, yay! Okay, great.
Please, Amy, while you're here, go.
No, go.
Yeah, now you have to go now, Amy. You got
Yeah.
your voice back. It's very exciting.
Here's the Little Mermaid.
No, I'm so sorry. Yeah, you were dead right. It was drawing for the wrong sound source. This is my first day on the internet, apparently. It's so good to see all of your faces. I'm so glad that. Thank you guys for putting this together. I love you all so much. And my big update is that I'm still talking comics, but right now I'm doing it for DC.
Yes!
Daily.
Yeah.
Literally talk about comics, and it's kind of amazing. But I miss you all so much.
That's incredible. Oh, we miss you too. I'm so glad that people could make it because I just like seeing everyone's faces. Mitch, go ahead.
Okay. Sorry, my hair is weird.
Amazing.
You're setting it up.
Adorable.
It's the pandemic aesthetic.
Really good.
Mitch looks kind of like Omar right now.
I'm
You want my glasses?
I'm a bit I look a bit different than probably when y'all saw me last. But right now I am working stepped away from the internet and YouTube and all that stuff. I'm working for a nonprofit now that helps kids and adults with autism. We do everything from early childhood diagnosis to late and elderly care. So we do full care, residential and therapy, ABA therapy, and things like that. So I'm doing marketing for them, and I really enjoy it. And
That's awesome.
That's so cool.
Yeah, my family uses all those services. Thank you for doing that kind of thing.
Well, yeah. So we've been doing things that are really fun, like Zoom dance parties, because they have currently been quarantined into their houses and they can't see their family or their friends. So we've been having fun, like doing that. They also had a parade that happened where they all came out outside their houses on our main campus, and we had some cars and floats drive by, and they all got to see that and the people that they generally see that they can't see right now. But yeah, that's it.
That's
And
awesome.
That's so awesome.
and it's storming and it sounds really nice.
Incredible. Okay, I keep changing the layout just because it's easier to see people when it's in one.
But is
thing,
it
but
I'm sorry, can we all see
YouTube,
Katie's
though?
dog? Sorry. I
Yes, we can, because now it is Katie's turn.
Oh, well, he came at the right time then. I honestly don't have too many updates. I was searching for a job before COVID hit, so that kind of threw a wrench in those plans. But honestly, the biggest thing is I've started a vlogging channel, just not daily vlogs, but twice a week. And if you want to head over there, it's Dark Art. Just search Dark Art Katie Sato and it comes up, because apparently there's another channel called Dark Art. But anyway, it's my boyfriend and I. He's a professional artist and a comic book artist, and we have 12 snakes, 3 frogs, 3 geckos, and a lizard, and we're just like a zoo. There's a zoo at my house. So
There's also
that's
something fluffy that's currently in your lap.
yes, and the fluffy dog. Yeah, that too. That's
I glanced over the comments and people totally thought Mitch was Omar. I really have to call that out. I'm sorry.
That's really funny. Also, Katie, I just want to say, I was going to mention your Instagram, which is just the coolest thing in the world right now, because it's just like so many dope pictures of reptiles, and I was
Thank
like,
you.
this is incredible. I can only imagine how many geeky people who make like mood boards and stuff are using your photos, because
That would be really
perfect.
cool. That's very flattering. Thank you so much.
I love it. I love it.
Katie, I've also got to say that my wife, we have a crested gecko, and she has like the coolest terrarium that she's set up. And I've been looking at your Instagram, and I love like all the photos of the reptiles and all the stuff that you set up. So I got to send you some of that.
Thank you. Yeah, that would be awesome. I'd love to see that.
Holland, you're next.
Oh boy. Hello everyone. I don't know if I actually said that. It's hard to say hi, there's so many people here. Since Geek Sundry Vlogs ended, I moved to LA, and now I work as a producer, and the company I work for does stuff for Disney and Amazon mostly. So
Nice. That's awesome.
keeping busy.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Alright, Scott, you're next.
Alright, hey, I'm Scott. I used to drink and live in the past, so I feel really prepared for the pandemic. And I was going to say, the biggest update the last few years was getting married.
Congratulations.
Which will be 3 years in September, so
Wow.
that was
Yes.
all kinds of fun.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Dead wholesome, Christ, what happened to me?
I know your voice is always deep, but did it get deeper? It feels like it got deeper.
No,
Does-
I've always sounded like I don't have the will to live.
That's not COVID. That's just your default.
Yeah.
I miss you
Scott's
so
gonna
much.
start.
Oh.
I've definitely felt that. So
Oh yeah.
Jenny, you're up.
Hey guys. Since Geek and Sundry Vlogs, I produce some more stuff, but right now I'm actually teaching full time. I teach at the New York Film Academy, where I'm teaching the next generations of creators.
Hell yes.
yay.
Thing. And I am in training to become a yoga instructor.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Just because everyone's saying that's so cool, I'm gonna be different. That's my worst nightmare. Yeah,
Your worst
activity.
nightmare is for Jenny to become a yoga
No,
instructor?
for me, just as a job. No, you are
No,
good.
being one is not my thing, but I would go to Jenny's class.
I would too.
Physical.
Oh,
I feel
no, I
like
wouldn't
I'd
have
have
that
to,
far.
like,
Get my
I
butt
would
in here
watch-
to go to that class. Because I'd be like, oh, Jenny's gonna be disappointed in me if I don't go to class today.
I love you, Jenny, but I'm not attending. But I should. That's a me problem. I bet you're so good.
All
It's
right.
not you, it's me.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I'm very bad at activity.
It's fair. It's fair. As are so many of us. We're geeks. It's what we do. Is be
Yeah.
bad at activity. Okay, that was a sentence. Hey, so Neil, you're up.
I'm up. Hi, guys. Good to see you all.
Same for you.
Oh,
Hi.
You have a beautiful mustache.
American
Thank you
sweetheart.
so
He
much.
has a
I'm
beautiful everything, Jenny.
Mr.
I'm-
Katie Keene.
fully just a 70s porn star now, like my dad likes to remind me.
Live your best life.
What kind of films
Not-
do you do exactly with your father?
Oh.
Oh my goodness.
That's my big update. Next. Yeah.
I hear they're
so-
popular.
Yeah. Since the Geek and Sundry days, I've now moved to scripted television, and I'm a writer for a CW show. Probably one of the
Yes.
gayest shows on television. So using my strength, Katie Keene on the CW, which if you want to stream all episodes, they're now available on the CW app for free. Or if you're getting HBO Max, it's going to be available at launch on May 27th.
Yay!
Practice that.
Ugh.
CW pay you to say that?
I was gonna say, how many times you practice that plug, buddy?
Yeah, are you gonna
They did not-
with us?
They did not pay me to say that because we're still waiting to hear about a season 2 renewal. So the more
I know,
people
I
that
was-
stream it,
I was like, oh, so cute. They think they paid you. I know those contracts.
That was
But
a
I do
good call to
genuinely love
action.
it.
Quality call to action.
Yes.
it's been so long since I've done one of those on camera, and it's kind of weird that like all this is like fading in and out with me. I'm like, oh wait, I do remember how to do this, and like seeing you all is like helping me remember that. So like I appreciate that, Amy. The fact that you're like in the corner where I remember you shot your first. Is that the same corner?
it's been sort of recreated in new apartments.
I'm just getting like visions of like when I was an assistant at Geek and Sundry, seeing your submission in that corner. I was like, oh my god, Amy!
It's called flashback. You're old.
And you got a guild slate on.
I do. This is why it took me a minute to get here, because this is the shirt that I had before I even worked at Geek and Sundry that I've since made into a muscle tee.
Yes, I too am wearing a nostalgia shirt. I'm wearing my
I have a
Wikipedia
time-sensitive
top.
dog. I have a time-sensitive dog update. Here you go.
Oh my gosh! Wait!
I've shown her to so
There we
many
go.
rooms. I've shown her in front of so many rooms. She really hates it, so she came over. I quickly grabbed her.
Yes.
She needs a haircut super bad. She hates this. I'm gonna let her go. Okay,
Is that Omar?
All right, Christina,
In a
you're
dog's
next.
body.
Hi guys, I miss you guys so much. We're all just hang out right now, but life update. Let me think. I am now a video producer and director for Fenty Beauty. So that's really fun because I get to combine two of my favorite things, which is makeup and videos, into like one awesome job, and it's so fun. It's like my dream job. So yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's so
Amazing.
cool.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And you post like the best food pictures ever, and I'm just jealous of your food life.
I know. I've been cooking so much in quarantine. I don't know about you guys. I'm like, ooh, every day I'm like, what can I cook next? And
Anytime I go onto any of your social media profiles, it's dangerous because I will come away hungry.
Facts.
I'm still working my way through eggplant parm I made at the beginning of the month. I made enough for me to last a month. It's getting dangerous.
That sounds perfect.
Yeah, can I have some?
So perfect. I got through like 2 loaves of sourdough bread, and then I was like, I gotta stop because I've eaten 2 loaves of sourdough bread in like a week. So,
Bread is the thing that's going fastest for me too, and I'm not. I cooked in the beginning, and now I'm like done. I'm just like sandwiches all day.
I love you all so much. I have to bounce out, but Dael,
Bye, Amy.
Amy, I'm gonna be watching you for a bit, so I need all your updates. But big thanks, Jenny. Thank you for putting these amazing people into my life.
Yeah.
We love you.
We miss
Thank you for coming.
Take care, Amy.
Oh my gosh. And she's been replaced
What a tool.
by a tiger monkey.
Yeah.
So tag in.
Exists somewhere. Where is he?
Where'd Brent go?
Did he go? Did he leave?
No, he's here. I see him. He's right there.
I can't see
Nope.
him.
I feel shunned.
No one can see him. He's right there.
You're just muted.
Apparently.
Oh,
He's at the bottom.
The setup
He is
that
muted,
I
though.
have the stream
you're muted.
layout different for the sake of the
I have my
stream,
layout
so
won't
he's just
fit
not showing
everybody.
up on mine.
You
He
can
needs
set
to
it
talk. He needs to talk and then hook up.
Yeah, if he
Do
tells
the
he'll
one
show
that's all the squares.
Yeah.
No, but there's too
The-
many to fit all onto the grid. That's why.
Yeah, no, but do the tiled one. Everyone shows up.
Yeah, but
See
if I do
everybody.
the tab
I
one,
tried
then
that.
whoever's in the top right corner gets my thumbnail over top of it during the stream. So I've got to stick to
Yeah.
the spotlight version.
Everybody but
got it.
Dan.
Okay.
But it's
Oh,
fine.
yeah, we can hear you.
There he is!
Hey.
Hi, James.
Hello.
Hello.
He
How's it
exists!
go? I'm so happy to see you guys.
So Tiger Monkey, just so that you know what's happening, we're almost to the end of it at the moment. We're going through everyone and getting them to say hi and what their #1 life update is. So we've had Kiri's engaged, and we've had Christina is doing her dream job, and Neil's a big shot writer for Katie Keene. So all sorts of exciting things, and we are up to Becca.
Oh damn, we're up to me. All my pets fled because they've gotten so terrified of me being on calls all day that if I open them up, they just leave the room. Yeah, I'm still cruising in the world of content strategy and development on YouTube. I'm with an agency called Little Monster now that Matt Geelan, the guy behind the likes of like reverse engineering the YouTube algorithm and helps start a bunch of stuff over at Channel Frederator. I'm with him doing creative strategy. I'm redeveloping a bunch of stuff, which is like a nice mix between light producing and mostly looking at graphs all day. So much more math than I ever expected to use in my life, but it's great. I mean, it's mostly Excel documents that do it for me. trade secrets, but it's really good. So it's still very much YouTube all day, every day, professionally. But it's great. I love it. It's I think the natural evolution of the same stuff I've been doing forever. Life
It's
updates.
good to see Frederator is back in the game.
I was gonna say like
Frederator, yeah. Well, this is where everybody who was Frederator spun off into being their own agency. So it's I'm over there with Tim Jablonski, Matt Keelan. Tim and I work together. I sit next to Tim.
Too?
We're not at Frederator, but I work for Matt. I work at Matt's company.
Tell them I said hi next. Like literally, this is the other tank top I pulled out.
This is the other tank top.
This is a geeking out. I'm so excited. I'm so excited for this geeking out.
Yeah, I forgot you guys had a vlog together until right now.
I know I've told you that I work with Matt and Tim. I know I've mentioned this to you, but also I forget where I work sometimes too because I've been home for 3 months.
Oh my.
I don't think anyone remembers how to be people anymore, to be honest.
Yeah, that's like a real thing.
Yeah. Like literally. My other favorite muscle tank is my Frederator muscle tank.
Screenshotting just
that is the most Neo sentence in the world.
I was going to call him out
muscle tank.
I was going to call him out. I was like, all the actual physical flesh.
Guys, my dresser has a section that's just muscle tanks. Like there's like shirts,
out.
muscle tanks.
Dream.
Yeah.
Mine has like a button-up denim section.
So untrained.
I feel that so much. My muscle tank section is growing because the longer this goes on, the more and more I dislike sleeves. I still have I Love Soccer Moms, and I wear it regularly.
Oh.
And honestly,
I love it.
It deserves to be passed on to you.
I love it.
Tis my motto.
Oh my god, this is so cute.
Yeah, I mean that's professional life. It's great. I love those guys, and we have a happy little time together doing strategy and numbers and all that good stuff. Personally, I just moved. I have a 2-bedroom apartment now with my girlfriend.
Okay, Becca, we said one life update. One. You have to pick one.
The biggest life update is that I bought a washer dryer and it's getting installed soon. Like I'm a real ass adult.
That's good.
God damn.
I'm so glad I have one during quarantine. Actually, you're gonna be so happy.
I can't wait. I just look at the hookups every day and I'm like, I dream of you.
Look at the hookups. That's actually like really sad, but that's fine.
Okay.
Hookups when adulting.
And Brent, you're up. You're the last one.
Okay. Hi. What am I supposed to say? A life update and something else?
Who are you?
A life
For status,
update.
you can introduce yourself. And also, just like pick your number one life update because we haven't seen each other in like 5 to 7 years.
That's
Right.
like a subtweet to Becca because she said too many things. So
Yeah, that was a big old subtweet.
Wow.
Okay. All right. Hi, James Brent Isaacs. Happy to be here. Tiger. There were a lot of names in the Geek and Sundry days. Big life update right now. I have an amazing girlfriend. She's super awesome. We're very much. Yeah, her name is Sammy Jo. We've been going out for over a year now, and which is a personal record for me. So very happy
Good for
about
you.
it. Now I have no idea what I'm doing, but so far it's been great.
None of us do.
Yeah, it's a big thing. It's been really great, and it's nice in the quarantine and the pandemic to have someone to kind of go through this through. So it's been really wonderful. I'm very happy. She's an amazing person. So that's it.
Lovely.
Aw, that's awesome.
I love
Can
love.
you raise your arm up again, real quick?
My arm?
Yep.
What have I done?
It's still there.
Your wristband.
Yeah.
Aww.
Your trademark.
Never changed, and I love it.
Yes.
You never know when you'll need one. It's just like handy.
I expect. Should you ever decide you wish to do a wedding and be married, I expect you to have that day.
No, but a formal one. A formal one. It's
yeah.
gotta be
A formal
yeah.
bandana. I expect you to propose by wrapping a formal bandana around.
It can match the pocket square. It can match the pocket
Oh,
I love it. I love that we're planning it out, guys.
Yeah, we're
No,
planning.
but there is a Celtic thing. I went to a wedding. My friend Kelly's wedding and they did like that Celtic like knot thing where you like tie the fabrics over the. It's super cool.
Yeah, I did that.
It's a hand.
Oh, you did? Yeah, it's really cool. I loved it. She had like
The original Celt.
She had a hybrid that plus Jewish wedding, which was cool.
Oh,
That's so cool. Oh my god.
Scott, come back into the light.
Hello. Hi. Oh yes, Scott. P.S.
Yeah, I forgot
Gordon's
Scott was here,
in
and
the
I was
chat,
like,
and he's
I-
making fun of your lack of lighting.
It's also kind of blurry. Scott looks like he's on like To Catch a Predator or something. Like it looks like they're blurring out his face.
Wait,
I'm
as a
sorry.
star or as
I mean, I was going to say, like, the lockdown here makes me look like a paedophile.
And the voice doesn't help.
You're really
you sound
blurry.
a little
I'm
bit
so
like
sorry,
you're
Scott. I love
using
you,
a voice
Scott.
modulator. Like
Yeah, like he's one of those witnesses who doesn't want to identify himself.
oh my
Oh,
goodness.
how I've missed you all.
Okay, so
Right?
I'll see if I can find some more light, yeah.
I fully expect that this is going to devolve into chaos and that we're all gonna just chat. But just in case it doesn't, there's a bunch of people who have been leaving questions in the chat on YouTube. If you want to go through and find good questions, we have a couple questions on Twitter from JP, who may or may not be able to make it today, but who we felt it was important that JP be represented. He did, after all, make the Cougarpedia logo back in the day.
JP rules.
And the Geek and Sundry Vlogs playing card game. And then also, if in the very unlikely scenario we run out of things to talk about, I have a Stormtrooper head full of little talking prompts because, you know, you just
Look at you,
sometimes
Dael.
you need them.
I thought you were just gonna be like, I have a fun mug that we can talk about. So like, let's talk about fun mug. Everyone check out your fun mug collection, which I think would actually be a really good part of this. Is if
You
everyone
guys
showed up with fun
follow
mugs.
Tom
I've got a
Lenk.
lot of good ones. I'm like
Tom
3 or
Lenk has
within
been
reach.
talking about mugs on the internet during
He has,
quarantine.
it's incredible.
Oh my god.
Guys, I think Christina needs to head out.
Yeah, I got it.
Sorry, I just want to make sure.
I'm so gosh.
Bye.
Thank you for being here. This introduction.
Bye,
We like
Christina.
seeing you.
Bye.
Bye.
So,
Oh, jeez.
okay.
Scott,
Scott,
show
you're
us.
You guys-
so blurry.
Making me laugh so much. I like
You
it,
guys
Scott.
I like
Like
that.
now
He's
you're
just
like
trying.
lighting.
He's trying.
He's just
Do you
a
want to
seal.
borrow
Also-
my ring light?
Who turned into a fan?
That's Mitch.
So very
Okay.
That's Mitch. This is beautiful. I love the chaotic vibes of this because it just feels right, you know?
Yeah.
Yep.
Like, is this how your channel usually is? I don't know anymore.
Yeah, I mean, basically, yeah. Okay, I have a question for you all from JP. Some people are stirring the pot quite a bit with their questions, just fair warning. First question from JP is, what do you think the Geek and Sundry Vlogs channel would have grown into if it hadn't been so callously destroyed?
Multiple lawsuits.
How's it going hot?
So should I not pull out my Geek and Sundry Vlogs muscle tee? Is that the vibe here?
Listen, okay.
Didn't know it would come out in that initially, to be honest.
I would. So, in between then and now, there was a stint of time where I was the Geek and Sundry's website features editor. And I would have loved to have you guys contribute and do stuff. And I tried, I was pitching stuff. It just, it was hard. It was a hard time to try to get new content up.
You did your
I
best.
used to-
You gave
I don't
me
know.
all shout outs.
I used to write for the website for a while, actually.
Yeah, I saw your
When
stuff.
April
Colin.
was running it. When I used to actually write articles on the internet.
Yeah. Yeah, I started like you did, Holland, and
So
so
I appreciate you.
I wrote, and then somehow there was a point where I was just like writing about board games, and then the whole like a lot of the features turned into board game coverage, and that I was there for I don't know a little while, and then I hopped onto publisher. So yeah, I think that here's my personal take, right? One of my editors, Geek and Sundry, said Geek and Sundry is a launch pad, you know, and I think that this group of people, all of you, are exemplary of just how talented and amazing you are, and how you were able to take that platform, and the fact that we're doing this now and there are so many people watching now is a testament to that, right? So I don't necessarily think that I think it would have been impossible to keep a group this talented, this charismatic, this good looking in one space for as long.
I'll pay you back, I swear.
As long as it would have been, right? So I think that's my take on it, anyways.
I mean, as the person who helped Felicia start it, I will say, Terry, you're pretty much spot on. Like, that was always our vision, was to create a launch pad so that the Geek and Sundry channel was never meant to just be like a platform for Felicia. She always wanted to harness the voices of other talents and geeks, and just, I mean, she called it Geek and Sundry for that very reason. It's like, this includes everything. And I think when you create something that broad, it can sometimes be really challenging to keep up with that kind of a branding. And it was always really important that we made sure that if we were going to do this, we were going to support it financially as much as possible. And, you know, to keep all you guys all the time, you know, that was a big ask. So
yeah, well, I personally, like, because I got to do the vlog channel when I was in college, and I was like in film school, and I wasn't really being able to do that much because I worked 2 jobs because film school is really expensive. So it was such a good creative outlet for me. And then any job that I've gotten since I've been out here has been in part because I did stuff with Geek and Sundry. So it like completely changed my life, and I'm very grateful for it, because I would not be where I'm at now.
I like the
100% agree.
Sorry, I just pinned myself, so I gotta unpin myself so that Neil can say his thing.
I was just gonna say, someone who was working there, both as an intern back when I was in college, much like Holland, I interned at Geek and Sundry because I love the guild. Like, that was my big thing. I remember actually tweeting at Kim, being like, "Oh my god, I'm obsessed! Like, if you guys ever need interns, let me know." And she was like, "Great, when can you be here?" And I was like, a year and a half from now, when my school's LA program sends me out there, when I'm a senior, and she's like, "Oh my god, please, like, let me know when you can come and like can like apply to be an intern here." And then she followed through. She hit me up when she knew that I was going to be looking for an internship, and seeing the channel grow out of that, just from being an intern to being an assistant at Geek and Sundry, as somebody who was kind of helping with the day-to-day, I kind of became like the general office assistant. No real person to report to, just kind of like floating in the abyss. But seeing this all kind of come together, and seeing everyone's like, I have like such an emotional attachment to you all in a way that I don't think you understand, because I was one of the people with Jenny and Felicia who was like going through each of these videos and like helping them look for people. I remember there was like a meeting when Felicia was explaining all of these people that she wanted to be a part of the channel, like these different facets of geek culture. And I mean, this is kind of the moment that sticks out in my mind, because she turns to me and goes, we have ideas for this. Neil, I need a gay nerd. Can you find me a gay nerd? And I like, got it?
Like, am I allowed to say me?
I like, the thing was too, like, I did research, and I did actually find a lot of people who I then became friends with, because I had no kind of real connections to the YouTube culture. I just was in it because I love scripted, and I love the guild, I love web series, and then getting kind of immersed in this culture and meeting all of you people, along with all the other people that I met through the vlogs channel. It was like an outlet for people to connect, and kind of people to find different, like, not just being a geek who likes video games, like being someone who likes video games and likes painting minis, or not someone who just likes gay stuff but also likes, you know, like X-Men. It's like just having those kind of like communities all come together. So like seeing that vision kind of play out in real time, like it in my mind, it was a success. It got us all.
Stuff anyway.
I know so many days in the chat anyway, but I have to leave to walk my dog in 15 minutes, so I feel like there's so many more, and maybe I'll come back afterwards if I can, but there's so many more qualified people to answer this who are like really in the Geek and Sundry world, but just because I have to walk my dog and she's scratching at the door.
Give us your answer.
I do want to say, like, a quick aside, shout out to Geeking Out, because I feel like Neil and Becca, I was so happy to meet you when we met. I was happy to meet everybody, but but I feel like you helped me to be more out and be more proud in the geek space, and I really appreciate you. I'm gonna cry.
I still have the Kevin Keller comic you gave me. You and Omar gave me.
That
for my
was like
birthday.
mostly Omar. I did take some credit, but I definitely he comes later. He's coming later. You know.
Even the note to you left, it's just like it's so cool to like see that like we had that like initial connection of like yeah we're Geek Sundry, but we also have this deeper understanding.
Yes, I feel like it was really impactful to me. Everybody was very impactful to me because I was like not super new to LA, but you know even when you've lived in LA a couple years, you feel very new to LA. LA is a really interesting city, and some of us lived here, which was great, and then some came.
Mia,
for, like,
you and Omar were my first friends. Like
I know,
I would
we
not
were
have
like
met
a
any
little
friends in LA.
gang. Holland, we were like a little gang, and
I
loved
like
it.
stayed on your couch so much.
Yes, I loved it.
And I stayed on Jenny's couch. Oh my god, I forgot about that.
Yeah, thank you, Jenny, for curating all of my friends. That was like so much less work. You were basically like a yenta. So that was great. So that was my quick aside to thank everybody, but thank Neil and Becca for the representation. It was very meaningful. I feel like I'm older than you, but I felt like a baby compared to you and how like out and proud you were. And then the other quick thing is that I feel like we all, in answer to the actual question, I'm so happy to see everybody like thriving in their fields, and we all like pursued what we want, whether public facing or personally. And I feel like that's a success. Like Neil was saying, I see that as a success, and I see that as a really great thing that existed. We did it for like just shy of 2 years, I think. And I feel like if it had kept going, I would have wanted new people and a new round of vloggers to come in and get that same lovely experience that we had, not just to be for us. So, and I feel like that in other parts of the company, people got that, hopefully. So that was my answer. Keep going.
That's what I was gonna say too, because I distinctly remember on like my first trip out to the States, it got really late at night one time. I think I was in a car with like Holland, Omar, and Mia. Maybe someone else was there, but we were super tired, and we were just having this exhausted conversation about how we would love for like us to get like we build ourselves up a little bit, we move on with our lives, we start doing our own things that we want to do, but we kind of hand it on to new people. We really liked that idea of, you know, generations of Geek and Sundry vloggers. I think
passing the baton.
Yeah.
Essentially Degrassi.
Yes. Yes. Degrassi.
Except no one gets murdered.
Yeah, Degrassi, but
But
without.
what if someone did get
But if they did, then we could like form a like Scooby gang to investigate it and solve it,
Okay,
which
but
I am
I
weirdly
remember.
about.
We did this once in a video, didn't we?
That was a
We did a
Halloween
Halloween video. I was
Oh,
so
that
happy
was
to
the
make big
murder.
box.
I think I found clips from that on my Dropbox.
That
the
was
other
a
day.
great video. That video was
This,
so
by the way,
fun.
this is the big difference between, you know, you have your LA people and then the rest of us. We're the global vloggers, you're the LA vloggers. You got to pee in the Halloween video.
Oh, the
No,
Halloween.
we
that
that
was
was
done-
conventions. And
that was
I
done
was in
with
Boston.
sending stuff in.
submitted
I lived in
stuff, yeah.
Seattle at the time.
That's true,
No,
that's
San
true.
Francisco. Where was I? Who fucking knows? I've moved a lot.
I have to say, on delivery day was like, oh my god, are the vlogs gonna come?
I know, and we're all like, no, technical difficulties. Get it in there.
I was like, how are you?
Can I ask for an extension? Sorry.
Suddenly some things that...
You know what? Actually, delivery day was my favorite because I lived close enough to the office where I could drop it off.
You got to, you could
physically.
come in.
Oh
And
my
it was
gosh.
like,
Oh, you got to
Delivery
go see people face to face
Yeah.
pre-quarantine.
Delivery day was also pizza lunch day, so I drove off and eat like a
You
bunch
got
of
more out of
have a
it
free
than
lunch.
you know why it was pizza lunch day? Because none of us could leave, so we had to have food brought in, or we would not.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's like
I'm
a fun
Everyone
thing about
was there,
companies.
like, I can't take my lunch.
Yeah, if you're like, wow, that company is so cool. They provide lunch. It's like, actually, it's because we're too busy and can't leave.
I would just like to say that suddenly it makes a little more sense that when the Vlogs channel ended, I got a thank you email from our editor, James, saying thank you for getting your videos in on time. Suddenly that makes a little more sense, guys.
Oh my god.
I'm so sorry. I was the worst.
James is the sweetest person.
He was.
Was that
Oh my
James
God.
DeLove?
Jenny, who,
It must have been, right?
who was the first, like, who was always on time or ahead of time, and who was always late?
I expected I was the latest always. I'm so sorry, Jenny. I'm so sorry if Sarah or anyone else is listening to this.
I feel like I was probably, like, 40
It sounds like
late.
Dale's the only one who got them in on time because I did not get a thank you.
It's probably because
And
it took literally minimum of 15 hours to upload with Australian internet at that time, so I had to be ready ahead, like several days in advance, just in case.
Yeah, Songs of Adventure had that as well.
Nice.
They from South Africa.
Give us the dirt, Jenny.
Well, also, I guess to be fair, my video started going on my channel. Like, I was one of the people that was like, you can do this on your own channel. And I was like, okay. So then I got to control my own uploads. So that was probably for the best.
I have an argument here as to who was always on time.
Okay.
It was me and Becca because we used to have to bulk shoot our videos because she would come
Oh.
down to San Francisco.
Oh, because you had to
Yeah,
coordinate.
I didn't move to LA until September of 2013, so I'd come down once a month for a weekend. We'd bulk shoot everything for the next month, and then Neil would edit it.
Thank you for adding
so
that
it's
part because I
perfect.
was like, wait, Omar and I both lived here and we did a joint vlog and we did. I don't think
No,
we were
it was.
that
I was
much.
still in. I was in SF. I didn't move down here till I said September 2013. Jesus, I don't know what time it is anymore.
2016, wow.
It's okay. Time means nothing anymore.
No.
It doesn't. But I mean, Mia, really to kind of put to your point too, like it was something where I was coming down here and shooting with Neil and you and Omar and everybody else in kind of like the extended UCSB like friend group who has since become friends of mine. Like I moved here in a couple months after college ended, and it felt so easy because I had come to a group of people like I already had these very like rich, deep relationships with, who are, for the large part, still people I love and see often to now. I mean, not often's a relative term. Often in LA is like every 4 months, but still.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
I've seen this not affected LA as much as other places because we're like, yeah, this is like how much it is coffee. So.
It sounds like
I guess we'll
Vancouver.
like Zoom more often.
I
Even then, we're like,
fully
catch you
agree
when I
that-
see ya.
I have regularly cursed and blessed Geek and Sundry for the fact that, like, now I am constantly in a state of missing people. Because I'm either here, missing you all over there, or I'm over there, missing my family back here. So, yeah.
Your family moved here.
What? You know,
Move your whole family.
Whenever I do see you guys, it's so great though because, like, I think Dale, the last time I saw you was literally I got my wisdom teeth out, and then Omar like picked me up, and I was like a mess. And then you were like, can I stay at your apartment? I was like, sure, but I have to warn you, I am getting all my wisdom teeth
I'm
out.
so
and
glad that Omar showed up because I would not have been good at looking after you.
Oh my
No,
God.
Dael, you're not good at that.
No.
Well, honestly, between
Okay,
the two of us, it was
I have to
ridiculous.
go. I have to go
Oh,
watch
okay,
my
bye.
Okay, walk your dog.
I'll try to come back because I love you. I was just gonna like leave walk my dog, but like maybe I'll come back in like 40 minutes. I have to do a long walk. But Jenny, did you know that you did this and made people pick people up from their wisdom teeth surgery and like had us all meet? It's crazy.
How dare I?
How dare you? All right, I hopefully will see you guys a little bit later, but have fun.
Bye.
Good luck.
Bye.
Bye.
I think that's the thing. I was always super jealous of all of you who got to go to LA. Even like when you did those travel vlogs in your like the second year where I know a lot of folks travel to different places. Like I know who is it? A bunch of people ended up at the cons down in SoCal, right? Like there was the like SDCC and stuff like that. Yeah. I ended up in Indianapolis for Gen Con because I was the gamer, right? And so I didn't even get to see any of you. I felt so bad, but it's okay because when I did end up going to LA, I was like, oh, none of the people who like I started this Geek and Sundry journey with are here.
Yeah. Well, I didn't get to LA till later because I was similar. Like I was on the East Coast, so I actually met Mitch first at PAX East, and I met Mitch and Sarah.
And you actually had a shirt that I designed before I even met you.
Oh yeah! Oh my gosh, yeah, because I realized that you were the drunken Moogle, and I was like, oh, that's crazy, because like I bought this shirt.
Like, whoa, dude! Like, world
That was so funny. Yeah, and it was crazy because it was like for a while I would just do the like East Coast conventions.
Yeah.
And then I got to move out here, which was very lucky and very cool. But like it is weird because you kind of feel like separated, like you're looking through a window and you're like, oh, everyone's having fun. I want to go there.
Just so that people know, April is in the chat and she says that she can confirm that I was always on time with my videos. So, point for Dael.
I think it was karma. Like what happened to me, because I was late. I was always like, 'cause I was like painting and then waiting for stuff to dry and trying to get it in that 2-week time. And then they made my turn-in day Friday. And so in my brain, I was like, if they get it at 9 a.m. my time, they're in Pacific time, so I can just push it to Monday.
Oh, that's
terrible.
so true, the time zone thing.
And then for karmic justice, when I was editing articles for Geek and Sundry, I got the other end of that as editor. Where it was like, oh my gosh, I'm always hounding people, where's the article? Where's the content? How's this looking? And so I feel you, April. I feel you.
Okay, all right. I have another question from JP on the Twitter. So I would like to hear from Paul and Scott at the very least during this because they've been so quiet. What are your fondest memories from being part of the Vlogs fam?
I've got a specific one. Sadly, Amy's not here for it. But so if people remember or not, a bunch of us got to go to a big kind of computer convention in Norway, which was fucking amazing. Frankly, Jenny was there, and yeah, she knows what I did. And
That's so ominous.
So I know, and no one will ever know. For those who don't know, it was like a big kind of LAN network gaming thing. So like 5,000 geeks all bringing their own computers into a big stadium and just playing games and not showering for 3 days. It's better than I'm making it sound. And in casual conversation, I taught Amy and Jenny a very specific kind of Scottish chant of excitement, I guess. It would happen at sporting events. It would definitely happen at like gigs and stuff. And if we're not allowed to swear in here, well, tough, because I'm gonna. The chant goes, "Here we fucking go," and repeat as often as you can until your throat gives out. So later on, there's me, there's Amy, there's Jenny. I think Sachi was there too. We're watching Pegboard Nerds of all people, all dancing more than any of us should have. And it gets to that bit where it's like, oh, it's going to go quiet, and it's going to build up, and it's going to build up, and then it's going to be a massive bass drop, and we're kind of, okay, we're bouncing around. And as it gets to a couple of bars before, I kind of look at Amy as if to go, here's where you say it. You go, here we, and then at the top of her tiny little lungs, this tiny little Amy just screams, here we fucking go! And I was like, wow, nothing will ever top this. This is the greatest thing I've ever seen. So it's a weird one, but that's my favourite one, I think, of all.
Okay, I think Terry's disappeared. That was lovely.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Scott. Other people can jump in. Paul doesn't have to go immediately, he just has to go. I call the shots
No
here.
lies, he does.
I'm a very right now person, so 5 years ago is like
Gotta
6
cast your
lifetimes
mind
ago.
back, yeah.
I have a lot of recollections of building things ad nauseum and trying to figure out what the fuck I'm gonna build next. I remember I went to a con. I remember I went to a maker fair, which was crazy and cool, and I saw all the 3D printers before that was the thing. That was insane. But yeah, like the details are just in a haze of the past.
Yeah, that's kind
And yet you guys all look the exact same, so
My favorite moment of you, Paul, was when you came out to that convention. I forget which one it was. Was it VidCon?
yeah, I came to VidCon.
And we literally were so exhausted, and we had to do a video. And so Sean Becker was like, I know what it's going to be. They're just going to point at stuff. And we literally did a video that was just like Paul and Nika point at stuff. I remember that.
Incredible.
running around pointing at things, and I was like, "Yeah, this is great. We're doing this."
Yeah, yeah. Now that you mentioned that, I remember that too.
I like you mentioning that you were just having to try to come up with new things to make all the time. Someone was just asking in the chat, hey, what was the process like trying to come up with new videos every fortnight? And
it was hard.
It was so hard.
Yeah.
I would try periodically to give you guys a theme.
You did a really good job with that, Jenny.
Because I was just like, I gotta give them something.
Yeah, you'd always send us lists of like, this is all the stuff that's coming up. Try to draw inspiration. We're like,
the tentpole events was like the best time because you actually had something to base it on. Yeah.
And also helped me when I started producing myself. Of like, okay, Jenny would do this.
Yeah, totally. What would Jenny do?
We should get bracelets.
We should.
We can just get the what would Jesus do?
Exactly. And then it's like, oh,
and then say it's Jenny instead. They do exist.
Jenny do.
We can put a P after it instead of a C, so it's what would Jenny Powell do?
I don't think they say what would Jesus Christ do. I think
they
it just
can
says Jesus.
Sometimes.
Not that formal.
Don't destroy my plans, Holland.
I think my favorite memory, or my fondest memory that stands out a lot to me, was the day that James thumb wrestled Will Wheaton. Do you remember that?
That was fun.
I filmed it and it was on my blog, and I just
I
remember
remember
being there like, this is getting crazy because your little ring fell off and then you guys kept going and it was intense.
I remember watching that and just sitting at home going, I wish I was over there.
Yeah.
Wheaton is the hardest match I've ever had.
Yeah, you could tell you had a moment.
I was like,
you
oh,
started
this might
sweating.
do
I know
it.
you did.
Yeah, he was really going for it, and
The thumb wrestling would have been over before it even began.
During the World Championships and everything, like nothing was harder than Will Wheaton. It was very good.
That's so funny. Do you still introduce yourself as the world champion?
No.
I will say,
Are you still the title holder?
Let me just. All right, I don't introduce myself as the world champion. It comes up eventually. Like it's on my resume, whether it's like acting or like just like day job stuff, and it's gotten me hired for pretty much every job I've ever had.
Incredible.
Have you ever had to defend your title?
I've not. I mean, like I've been challenged a couple times, but I've never, professionally been sought.
Not in official capacity.
So you still hold the title then officially if you've never been challenged.
That's how it works, right?
Is that how it works?
You know, they still have the competition every year. So there's been new championships crowned, for I guess 7 years now. But I've never had to defend my title. I guess.
Well, then it's still yours, as far as I'm concerned.
Thank you.
I will say one of my favorite videos was getting to it wasn't even a challenge, but I'm gonna say challenge, and it was over in 5 seconds.
Yeah. We watched a lot of those. That was funny. I loved watching your vlogs, and you're just like walking around like.
Yeah, no, it was.
Leap like a tiger, grapple like a monkey.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, my fondest vlog family moment actually was really recent. It was I got invited to go to the D&D live thing last year, and I showed up. I didn't know that anyone was going to be there, but then as I wandered into the lot, Kiri was there in costume, and she was like fully in character, turned around, we locked eyes, and she was just like, she pointed at me, and I pointed at her, and then I got tackled from the side by Amy, who was also there. So I got hugged so much, and it was just like it was just like one of those moments where it was like, it's been so long, it had been 5 years, and it's still just, there's that family vibe.
Joyous surprise, you were the last person I expected to see there, and it was just like, what?
I have come from a faraway land.
I broke character because I wanted to hug you. I'm like,
I was pleased
you're not paying me enough to really like.
So good. I think my favorite memory was probably like the first time that I actually got to go to Comic-Con, and I like flew in from Boston, and then like I remember Omar and Mia I was staying at with Omar and Mia, and then they basically like dropped me off because I had like a schedule of things I had to do, and the first thing I had to do was play Carcassonne with like Felicia and Nika and Jesse Cox, and I had never met any of them. Like I had waited in line to meet Felicia, but I had never like met Felicia since I was like on the Vlogs channel. So I was like very nervous and had no idea how to play this game. So like literally as soon as I get there, they like sit us down and they're like, here's how you play this game. And I'm like, okay. And then they're like, this is Felicia Day. And I'm like, and they're like, this is Nika. And I was like, hi. And I was just like, so like, I was so overwhelmed at the like entire experience of being, is Mitch leaving?
Mitch is going. Bye, Mitch.
Hi, Mitch.
Bye. Bye, Mitch.
Please say goodbye.
We should play the Power Hour against.
Oh. Bye, Mitch.
He's there. He's not there. He's there.
He's there. He's
I
not
think he's
there.
gone.
He disappeared.
It's got Limbo Land.
Anyway, it was just very overwhelming.
Then what happened? College?
For me.
And then there were 10.
As a baby. I was also like a baby. Like Dael, I guess you're technically younger than me, but like looking back on it, like I feel like I was like a child. Like everything that happened to me was just like
that
so cool.
Did I have pink hair? Because you were there at that Comic-Con, and I met you for the first time, Holland, right? And I had pink hair at that Comic-Con.
You had pink hair.
I think so.
I had a similar thing where it was like so weird to like show up and you had a schedule of stuff to do. Because I think I was playing Gloom with Will Wheaton and like some like a couple of like random viewers who like signed up.
Yeah, exactly. Because they like they divided us up, so it was like each person played with like a table of people.
Yeah, I mean, like, I loved that Comic-Con specifically because I went to the first Comic-Con with the company as still an assistant, so it was like, I got to meet Katie, and like, we all got to hang out and like, go to the parties, but I feel like the second one was so cool for me because at that point, the Vlogs channel had kind of established itself, and we had this second wave of vloggers, so we had like a big, robust family going on, and like, everyone was kind of chatting out to each other's videos, we were interacting, and getting to go to that Comic-Con and actually like, the first Comic-Con, I was completely, it was just like, I don't know what's happening. I have work to do, but also like, what is this? What's going on? And then the second Comic-Con was more organized, more structured. And then like just having people come up and being like, oh my God, I know who you are. You're Neil. I love your videos. Like, you're like a gay nerd, like, which is something that I've never seen before. So like actually having that recognition of like something that we're doing here is affecting people, reaching people, despite how different we all are. We're all kind of like this big unifying force. And getting to see that sort of play out from one Comic-Con to the next was just like mind-blowing. And also just getting to play 4 games with a Wii. That was pretty freaking cool. It really
weird. Dang. 2013 it really was. That, I mean, it's like a complete just moment of that era. I reconnected with my middle school drama teacher at VidCon. Her and her daughter, honest to God, it was like walking down the line of people who were outside and just looked up and there she was. And I was like, what the hell? And her and her wife and her kid were huge fans of, the Guild and all the way back. And her kid was so psyched to be there, and she watched the vlogs and she loved geeking out. And, my drama teacher had been like, that kid was in my class in middle school. She did all this shit. And yeah, it was pretty obvious she was gay back then too. And it was really great. We've like reconnected since, and it was just like such this like beautiful moment of like, oh wow, by the weirdest happenstance of stars aligning. And I mean, literally my getting connected to Geek and Sundry was knowing Delaney Mamer, who worked as an assistant and doing graphic design way back in the day.
I interned with Delaney.
You did. So when Delaney was there interning, a friend of mine from childhood who went to high school with Delaney, and I knew Delaney, was like, Becca, you need to talk to Delaney about Geek and Sundry. And Geek and Sundry was starting up, and Delaney was like, you should talk to Veronica Belmont and Tom Merritt about Sword and Laser, because they're in the Bay Area. And started working for them, and that's how I have a career, honest to God. So many names, I'm like running through them all. And then from there, met Neil, got to know everybody else in the company, and thus spake Felicia of the existence of geeking out from there. And it is really wild, but that VidCon for sure was just like this VidCon, Jesus, Comic-Con. It's like such a moment of like, oh wow, this weird strange trip of getting interviews through tweets can work out in such a strange, beautiful way. And now her and I are like buddies again, adult friends.
Some of my favorite memories are I liked the second Comic-Con a lot because Neil and I were roommates, and we drove down there together and listened to Ugly Heart. That became our theme song for the weekend.
Oh my god! Oh, you're breaking my
that
heart.
song, you still think of you, Neil.
Oh my god!
That was a lot of fun. Going to the gathering where Scott was my roommate, and
That's true. You're one of the best roommates I've ever had, and I can do that because my wife's currently asleep.
well, the gathering was great because we had to make so much stuff on the fly, and Scott was getting really heavy into the wrestling scene, and I've been doing martial arts forever, so we just made a video where we fought each other.
It was a full-on like 3-part zombie movie, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, it was fun. It was the most badass video I think I've ever been in and stuff. But
Same.
other than that, honestly, there was a lot of just the out of work stuff. Like when we all went to karaoke that one time and just had fun singing together. And I think it was Annie Liu's birthday where she had a trivia at Hamburger Mary's, and a bunch of us were in town at that point. So we all got together, and I think my team won. We were Team Hodor.
Before we know where that ended up.
We still had that picture of when we were all standing outside, just like hanging out together. It was a lot of fun. But yeah, those were me. I just liked hanging out with you guys.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I have two that. Sorry.
No, go.
I was just saying I have two that really stick out, but one is kind of salty. So the first one is weirdly like
Live your
I know. You know what? It's my life. The first one was PAX West after the vlogs had been announced, when I got to meet Becca, Neil, and Nika, who all came up to PAX West, and it was my first real interacting in person. And you all were so lovely and so warm, and just immediately like, "Kate, you're with us," and I'm just like, okay, I feel like I'm a part of something. This is great. And that's really been the vibe in this group since then, and it's just been an ongoing theme, and you are all so wonderful and lovely and amazing and so supportive. And my salty thing, which is not about you, but we knew it was going to happen at some point. One of my other favorite memories is what you were talking about this being a jumping off point was near the end of the vlogs channel. Like it was I think like a month or so before we were told it was over. And because of this channel, I had an opportunity to go to NASA to go see a space launch, which for me was literally like a dream come true. And it's because I could sort of go, hey, I'm part of the Geek Sundry channel. I've done this. I talked about the Gemini space imager and this, and I showed them all this stuff, and they were like, yeah, come join this thing that we only like bring, I don't know, like 25 people per thing every time. And I got to go, and that was amazing. And my one salt about that is the people who were in charge at the time when I was like, I want to do this, and like, could you maybe help me a little financially? And they're like, well, what do we get out of it? And I was just, I'm your science blogger. I'm going to NASA. Whatever. So I did a little GoFundMe, and people were amazing and like rallied behind me. But that was just the moment of like, it was so interesting of like, it was very clearly us keeping each other together and like that bond. And near the end, it was not, we never fell apart. Like it decided to go in a different direction without us, and that is totally fine. But it was very much like, this was always my solid support network, and I love you guys so much, and you're so amazing, and I love you.
That is very nice, Kiri.
Sorry for the little bit of salt. It was just like,
I love how even when Kiri's being a little shady, she's like still the most lovely person.
Yeah.
And you just want to. You're just
But
like,
you know
yeah.
what? That's how you get places, because just nasty doesn't help anybody ever.
and it doesn't make you feel good.
No.
Yeah, and
But
I mean,
you're not being nasty.
Sometimes
either,
it
so
does.
Just maybe at first, like.
You guys all know the story of how I found Kiri, correct?
I don't know. Let me
Actually,
know. I want to
no.
know.
Come on, please tell me.
This was before I was working for Geek and Sundry. This was when I was still working on Lizzie Bennet Diaries. Kiri did a parody video of the Lizzie Bennet Diaries but it was the Lizzie Borden Diaries.
Oh my
I've
gosh.
100% seen this.
I don't know when.
Yep.
Send me this
My
video.
woman will be my friend because I was like, only someone as crazy as me would come up with something like that, and I love her.
That is.
I remember that email, Jenny, and I was like, what is life? Hello, Jenny Powell. I really love what you do. And that was just like, I had such a fangirl moment that I couldn't express in that email because I was like, I'm a professional. I'm a professional.
All of this stuff blows my mind because I feel like you guys all like were so talented and like had a reason for actually being a part of this channel, and I always felt like, why am I here? Like the entire time, I was like, I don't know.
I remember finding out that Holland was a finalist in the Geek Sundry vlog search and getting so excited because I loved your videos so much. I loved your application videos, and I loved that you were also an Emerson kid.
Yeah, we went to the
I
same
had just
college.
graduated like the year before a year.
Well, and then we had that amazing moment. I remember it was my senior year, and like you were in Boston, and I was like, "Oh, we should get drinks." And I was like, "Oh, come to like, what the hell was that bar called? That was right by Emerson? Yeah, Sweetwater. That is now closed." And I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm like grabbing drinks with one of my professors. You should like come by." And then I was like, "Oh, is it okay if I invite my friend?" And she was like, "Yeah." And then you show up, and Miranda's like, "Oh my God, Neil!" And she like freaks out, and it was like the best. Like I was like, "Oh, that makes sense that you would know each other."
Just like our vlog world and our Emerson world combined.
Yeah, it was amazing. It was so good.
Oh, there's a kitty. I saw your kitty too, Scott. When he came
He's
to
got
see
a
it.
Guys, we have an Oma.
A kitty cat and an Oma. That was too cool for school.
Nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
no, sunglasses at night. Is that because you have like
Wait. I need Oma to speak because he's not on my stream.
Yeah, we can't hear you yet.
Well. How's it going, everyone?
Good, how are you?
Hey, buddy. Good. Okay, I will switch this because I cannot see anything.
Well, yeah, you look like the sunshine is really doing a number on you.
Did we just get flashed? What's going on there, Becky?
It's so bright.
Neil.
So great. Hello, Oma. You're the first of our latecomers to arrive, so we do need you to say who you
Earliest. Nice.
There's one more step.
All
right.
And my name.
Stop getting ahead of yourself right now. All right.
Date.
So you need to tell us what is your number one life update from the last 5 to 7 years. Just one. You gotta pick.
Okay. Hello everyone, I'm Omar, one half of Two Broke Geeks, and my biggest update is that I went to an art store and I got gouache paint.
Doing a bit. Oh my gosh.
And I'm trying to paint and learn how to do it, and that's pretty much
In the 8 years since Geek Sundry Vlogs was first created, that is Omar's biggest update.
Yeah.
Biggest life update is he bought some.
I would like to let you all know I've seen his paintings. He comes from a very artistic family. I've seen Omar's paintings. He's not so artistic.
Oh, I thought you were about to be like,
Right
he
in the
is the
feelings.
next Picasso, guys. I thought you were about to like gas him up, and you're just like, no.
I'm not that kind of friend.
Let him live his dream
would-
for 20 seconds.
I'm ready to buy.
Hasn't subtweeted you live on air today.
If you need any help, let me know. I actually, Scott, so my boyfriend Scott, like I said before, he's a professional artist, and he's working on doing voiceover tutorials on Procreate to like show grayscale painting. Like if you go look at his Instagram, I don't know if any of you have.
I have.
But he's a phenomenal artist. Wow. And he's gonna be doing some video tutorials on our vlog channel. So if anybody is interested in learning how to paint things, he's a really good teacher too. So
That's awesome.
I'm not amazing at painting, but I'm not bad.
I'm sorry. Did you or did you not have an entire vlog that was dedicated to the painting of face and nails in an artistic fashion?
Her nail tutorials were so good, you guys.
So good.
Seriously.
I still have people asking me now that I have a new like vlog channel. I've had so many people like, so are you gonna do nail tutorials again? And I'm like, No, I don't know. I don't know. Do you want that? Sure, I guess. But yeah, no, it's different when they're on like tiny little places than on big canvases, you know?
Yeah, I would
So just
do
paint
that.
really tiny paintings.
Amazing.
No, thanks.
Just very small ones. That's it. That's all you do.
Yeah. Wait.
Yeah, I used to try and do your nail tutorials, and it was very bad. But oh man, I tried.
My nails
I
have
remember
never
the
been
Christmas
long enough to
one.
do nail art. It was always just like, no.
That's fair. I gave up on it a while ago because I got just too lazy. Just couldn't be bothered anymore.
It's a legit choice. It's a legit choice.
I should probably. I mean, I have like 50,000 animals now, so I don't have time for that anymore.
That's fair.
Paint your animals.
I do. Yeah.
All the animals in the zoo.
Actually, there's 2 of them right here. Although they're both inside of their tanks.
Oh my gosh.
Those are both 6-foot snakes.
I love them.
Yeah.
What are their names?
One is Aura and the other one is Typhon. But they're both carpet pythons, so they're both like gigantic. But they're nice. They're gentle.
We have a little ball python, and she's not very good at being a snake. But she's adorable. We love her.
That's fair.
How
Well,
so?
I have 3. I love them.
Because we thaw out rats for her, and she's still you have to hang them above to thank you, baby.
Wow.
I need one of those.
And also me, thank you as well. What are you doing? Wow.
Hey.
Oh,
Just
wow.
one-
Oh, thank you so much.
I
Oh,
feel
wait,
like
no one
I
can
need-
see me on my video. I forgot.
Here's my
that's
pro
just
tip
straight
for
vodka,
surviving
legit.
quarantine. Just pretend that you're extra glamorous and a oh shoot, what is it called? A recluse. You're a glamorous recluse. And that's why.
Big fan.
And it helps.
Fan.
I have to shower every morning because I have to like do my hair, look at myself, look at myself in the mirror and be like, you're good today. Like nobody is seeing it. Like no, it's literally just for my own mental health to be like, you look hot.
I might
Congrats.
start doing that because I literally like I leave my hair so long now that I'm like I look in the mirror and I'm like, you're disgusting and you need to wash your hair. That's how my life has been.
No.
I have to put something in it to zhuzh it up a little bit to be like, yeah, look, here we go. This is what we're doing.
Yeah. See, I think we all need to take a little life skill from you, Neil.
Yeah.
It's the only thing I can accomplish some days. Like
Yeah.
a lot
you
of
know
the time, I'm
what,
like,
that's
great, you got ready.
Yeah.
But other days,
Honestly, I didn't even get ready. I'm wearing the same thing I slept in, so it's fine. You can barely see.
Pretty much.
I've made myself work out. Mostly,
Yeah.
whatever. I have to do
What is
something.
that poetry applause for that.
Yeah, that
Poetry
was
applause.
good.
Because then I have to wash my hair because I'm a
Yep.
sweaty person. So if I'm sweaty, then I'm like, put yourself together, boo.
Yeah. That's
it woke up
smart.
with a surprise to nobody. I was taking a bath before this too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
don't
so
care.
I
I don't
only
have a bath.
showered like a couple of hours before this, which would be fine, except it's now 2 a.m, so.
Better late than never.
Pen paper Mary, yeah.
According
I
to
have like a
old
personal
Geek and
assistant to get me
Sundry.
another drink, so I will be right back. Give me 1 second.
No worries. Old Geek and Sundry stream tradition. I'm wearing Batman pajama pants because I just woke up and I was too cold. It's what I always
Very
wore back
nice.
in the day.
Yeah.
I'm wearing it now. Can't be stopped.
I literally got out of my Batman pants just to be.
No, oh, we almost matched.
I'm really sad. I did not know that that was a thing.
Yeah, sorry. I should have let you know what the dress code was. We all wear the
When
Batman
did
pants.
Kira get a snake around her neck? I missed it.
I was handed this way, like shortly after I was handed my drink.
You really are a
Angelique,
glamorous recluse.
further perpetuate the weirdness of our home.
Oh wow, that is.
What's her name?
Her name is Nagini, and she's about to shed. She can't see very well. She's not named Nagini for Harry Potter. She's actually named after the benevolent snake spirits. But yeah, she can't see very well. She's very shy.
Yeah.
Guys, I have to hop off because no surprise to anybody, I'm doing a live viewing of Cabaret. Not Cabaret,
You're so on
but
brand
Chicago this week. It's Chicago.
Oh!
But I wanted to show my Batman pants because I'm literally sitting right next to my laundry.
I just
At
want to
some
show
point-
you my Batman.
At some point, Dael,
Yeah, boy.
you and Angelique should talk Chicago because that's what got her
Yes.
into film.
Please, I would love that. I'm very excited to revisit tonight, and probably again later when I go to sleep.
That's fair.
Well, thank you
I
so
love
much
you
for
all.
joining us, Neil.
Thank you for organizing this. It was so good to see you all.
Love
good to
you.
meet
And in that 1-2 punch, I'm gonna just
Bye,
geek
Neil.
out all the geeking out
gonna
geeks
go.
too at the same time. I gotta bounce
Bye,
too.
bye,
I know
bye.
Emily has something. The girlfriend has some sort of surprise plan for me tonight. Had some
Ooh.
pretty big work wins this week.
Ooh,
So
maybe it's a snake.
Maybe it's a snake.
Well, have fun, you two.
It's a snake!
Neil
Love you
Jessie
guys.
is in
Bye,
chat and
guys.
she's writing
All.
fanfiction and she says, "No, Neil." Yeah.
No, send us the fanfic.
Links on Twitter. Links on Twitter.
Links on Twitter. Yeah.
Thanks, you guys.
Vlogger pet. Yeah, we could do vlogger pet.
Bye, Becca.
Okay, I'm gonna try. I'm
So,
gonna.
Omar, how long did it take to put on your fake beard and change out from being Mia? Because you are.
I've got it down to 17 minutes. When in between
That's not a very
writing
quick
mass musical
change.
songs.
I was not tracking how much time went between Mia leaving and Omar coming in, but
Oh, she
17
left?
minutes sounds pretty accurate.
Did she represent me? Because I asked her to.
Yes.
Okay,
She was
good.
like, he'll be later because, as you know, we can't be in the same place at the same time because we are the same person. And
Was she
I'm like,
also wearing red plaid? Because that's like a real.
no, she was
No.
sadly not. She's
Can
wearing
we
a
name
very
them
lovely.
She was
Geekaroo?
very professional. She wasn't wearing her, usual Mia uniform.
Okay, that's throwing a lot of shade.
She wears a lot of red plaid. I'm just saying. I do have a question for you all from the chat. We got Shut Up Joe, hey Joe, saying you're staging a heist to retrieve the privatized vlogs from the Geek and Sundry channel. So who's the muscle, who's the brains, and who's the getaway driver?
He's hitting on that sore spot, isn't he? I'm like, what?
That was a fun day.
That became like that used to be such a very nice way to just point to a portfolio. Gosh darn it.
Who would be our muscle? Who would be our muscle? Scott?
It's
Yeah.
like
I'm
either
actually gonna
Scott
say Brent.
or Brent, yeah.
Yeah. Can you both?
What
Ocean's
Brent
11 and
thumb
that?
wrestles everyone on the way in.
And then Paul can also make a device that
I
will
think
also
Scott
help
and I
be our
are
muscle.
Yeah, Paul's like
Paul's the guy who breaks into the vault.
He will literally create an infinity gauntlet for us. I have
You know
made that my
I think I can actually settle the me and Brent thing because while in Norway, not to give away too much information, but I did have the pleasure of seeing Brent without his t-shirt on, and I don't know how things are right now, but at the time, motherfucker was jacked. Like, but he really wanted the photo wearing my kilt and doing a kind of Wolverine pose, and like there's some definition there. I'm not gonna lie, like it's pretty jealous.
Yeah.
And Neil just left.
There are. I gotta say there are some problem areas where there weren't before, but otherwise, I try to stay in shape.
That's just the case for everybody.
Yeah, but that
Except
still
Becca.
was
Brent, my everything is problem areas, so you're fine.
I'm in shape too. I just chose pear.
Delicious.
Round is a shape.
Round is a shape. Yeah.
So we got our muscles. We've got our gadget guy.
Would be the getaway driver. Who's a good driver?
I am not necessarily a
I
good
don't
driver, but I
drive.
finally have my full license and can drive like properly.
Don't trust
Yeah, I was like, I have a license, I can drive, but I don't. So no.
You drive
That's my life update. I didn't give a life update.
Oh yeah,
I've picked up a lot of you at different airports and such.
Hey, that's a
Yep,
good point.
Jenny has for sure dropped me off at the airport.
Also, Dael has driven my car before.
I have. In America.
Oh, no.
So let's go
On
with
the
Jenny.
right side of the road.
I'm gonna say Jenny,
keep
because it's
the
not
right
just
side.
about driving; it's about logistics and planning.
Yes.
Also, I don't want to be inside because I don't want to get in trouble if you get caught.
That's true, that's true, that's true.
Jenny, I'll just drive away if you get
It's
caught.
perfect. Jenny's the one that brought us all together, so she should get us the hell out of here as well. That just makes
Oh.
it.
That's
See,
good.
full circle.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Who? Let's see. Katie.
Disguises.
For sure,
Disguises, right?
disguises.
Like I didn't want to jump on the obvious thing, but like.
No, that makes sense.
Or Animal Wrangler.
What animal?
I'll release the pit vipers. It'll be a good distraction. Those things are really beautiful, but they're really scary. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll do tech. Like I'll run like camera stuff if Holland if I can check everything by Holland, just to make sure I'm not screwing it up.
I'll be the tech guy if someone else does make sure that the tech is working.
Okay, I will be the tech person. Jesus.
Wow, we just got okay.
The fact that everyone was like, as long as so and so checks this, as long as I'm like.
So is it just me and Brenda are actually going into the fucking bank? Or?
Oh yeah, sorry, we're making movies and making paintings.
Fashion that.
Yeah.
Well, how many people do you really need to be in there?
That's
Who's the smallest?
One person.
Holland is the
It's
smallest. Oh wait, no,
Oh,
Kiri
yeah,
is
it's
the
like I might be
smallest.
the smallest.
You're both small.
Oh, yeah,
Actually,
Kiri,
at a
you
certain height, it's just like you're all the same height to me.
Alright guys, here's the plan.
Dael's really tall. Dael is deceptively tall.
Have the
Let me
plan.
say.
I'm
Right
getting
the plan.
So Scott and I go in there, we bum rush everything, we're nothing but destruction. We're really just a distraction. Kiri's in the vent system, crawling her way to whatever it is, to the storage area, and she's the one that picks everything up while we're just like making a ruckus.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Sounds
So
good.
Brent is the mastermind as well, then.
Yeah.
I know to bring the ruckus.
Oh, Holland, we can. I mean, listen. If you don't want to work with me, that's fine, and say it now. But like, we can make like fake footage, right? Like, we can do the fake
to put on the
Bellagio.
security cameras?
Oh yeah.
Like swap over the security cameras?
Yeah.
And just put a loop so they think nothing's happening. Classic.
Exactly.
That sounds good.
Classic heist plan.
Yeah.
And then Dael has to go in and be like the actor.
What? What's that? What?
You know, the person that goes in and is just like, I need to cash out my money.
Yeah, I'll go in and I'll say, I need to cash out my money at the Geek and Sundry offices.
Here's my Geek and Sundry bucks.
Yeah.
I forgot
Where's
what
my
we were
big
doing.
bucks?
Okay, sure.
You owe me money.
But why is Katie? You're making disguises. It has to be. Someone has to be disguised.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Okay, well, what if you guys making the ruckus are disguised?
Yeah, because then you can't be identified and held
As Ninja
accountable.
And then also, I will be disguised as a dust bunny as I go through.
That's
I
really
think that
cute.
might happen naturally, but we can try.
It's weird because I don't hear the fan noise at all.
I don't know what's going on with that. Chat can hear. So my laptop, Starscream, I named it that because it looked like a Decepticon, but it turned out to be appropriate because my laptop sounds like a jet engine at all times. And apparently chat can hear it, but we can't. So I don't know what that's about.
I'm sorry.
So apologies to the chat. But also, this is
honestly,
my
I thought
channel,
it
so
was
they're
me.
used to it.
I mean,
look.
hear it, chat, because it's been hot in our house. So.
What? We have a surprise, Akeem! Hello, how are you? We can't hear you.
You're
You're muted.
You're muted.
Well, this is perfect because Akeem
figure it
can
out.
like
It takes some
call
time
in
to go get
security and
Sweet. Okay.
pretend to be
Hey.
Akeem's
someone
rolling the heist to do an impression.
like bugger off where we need them to be. Like he's the perfect part of our heist.
You're muted again. There you are.
Okay, am I good now?
Yeah.
Okay. I was just saying, I'm sorry, Dael. I missed your message, so I apologize
That's
for
fine,
being
you're
very
here now.
to this.
I can't believe everyone, almost everyone, got back to me
Yeah.
about the stream, and almost everyone has come. I'm so excited.
Well, I will
What else
tell
are
you
we
this. I saw that you were live, and I was like, oh, shit, I must have missed something. So then I checked all my social medias, and I saw that you sent me the link
Good move,
on
good move.
Twitter. So
So
here we are, though. Look at everybody. Look at these people here. I know you guys. Look at Scott.
Just so that you
That's
know,
true. This
Akeem,
is what I look like now.
you have to give.
Look at Paul. I have not met those two. Oh, Katie, too. I haven't met you guys in real life, so
No.
nice seeing you guys.
No.
It's kind of weird how many of us have met
And
digitally,
Jenny.
but not in real life. It's
Jenny,
fun.
wait.
I've met Akeem. He slept on my couch a few times.
Yes, yes. Because of you, I moved out here, not because
that
of
seems
you,
to be
because
the
of
common
everything,
theme.
though.
I was saying, I also slept on Jenny's couch.
Akeem visited LA like the week before I did, so it was way less exciting when I did. It was like, oh.
Wow.
That was our reaction. It was.
I forgot that you
that was
didn't
sort of like they were like, oh, we just had like Akeem do the rounds with people, so like that's why I didn't get to do it. So I was like, that's okay, he's cooler than me. Anyway.
That's not true. Stop it. That's not
No,
true.
you are, and I accept that.
Akeem and I are neighbors now. We live very close to each other. Yeah.
The Brady Bunch.
Just upstairs.
I would just like to say, Angelique is in chat and has volunteered to be our tech person because we clearly need one.
That's awesome.
Wait, for this?
She's got a point.
For the heist.
Oh, for the heist.
For the
Baby,
heist.
you're alive.
Akeem, just so that you know, because you've shown up, now you have to give us one and only one life update from the last 5 to 7 years.
No pressure.
You're muted again.
All right. Am I good now?
You keep
You
pressing it.
you keep pressing mute. I don't know.
I mean, it is entertaining, but
This is my favorite bit.
It's
This
waiting
is-
for a little bit of time
Hang on.
and muting again. What is happening?
okay, don't press it anymore.
Oh,
Don't
I'm
press it
not
anymore. Okay, good.
This is what it's like to hang out with Akeem.
It
Just so you know.
is. You know what? It is.
Have you tried turning it off and on again?
Thank you. Oh, thank you. It's been a while since I've heard that.
Is the FBI just live redacting his life?
You
Well,
cannot
he's
talk
trying to
about
make
the
me
last
sad.
5 years. You
He's
cannot.
so angry.
I would just like
Oh,
to
no.
say, for the people who are watching, just so that you know what it's like to hang out with Akeem, he does bits all the time, like, without running them by you first, but not the kind where it's like, oh, yes, we did this thing, and, like, you're obviously in on it. No, Akeem will just say, hey, Dael, do the thing. And I don't know what the thing is, and I have to make something up on the spot. That's what it's like to hang out with Akeem.
Okay, are we good now?
You're good.
I hear you.
I don't want to say yes.
No, I think my headphones were.
You're still muted.
I don't know. They reckon up.
Don't tell him this.
You're still
No,
muted.
you're not.
Troll.
I should have realized something was wrong when I could hear you guys not through my headphones. Like I hear it coming out of my laptop here, not out of the headphones. It's kind of weird. I don't know why I didn't figure that
Akeem's
out.
on tech now.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So what's
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 your
going
number one life
on?
update? You have to give us your number one life update. Just the one.
Number one.
Number one life update. That you guys don't know, or
No, just from the last
For
5 to 7
people
years.
watching too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
oh man. I mean, boy, I work for a video game entertainment company.
Which
That's awesome.
one?
Congratulations.
IGN. I don't know if you guys have heard of that.
Never.
I don't know if you've heard of IGN. I wonder about
Look,
it.
that's how I start all of my sentences with people, because some people are like, IGM? What's that, man? IBM? Like,
Who hasn't heard of IGN?
a lot.
People
My
outside of
grandma
ourselves.
and my parents before I started working there.
I was in an Uber once with a guy who did not know what Dungeons and Dragons was, and he kept saying that it was a video game.
He's not
That's
wrong
I was
entirely.
like, you're not wrong. There is a video game, or a couple of video games. But it's not.
Winter is really the place to go, you know, and you're like,
Or a movie, or a book, or you know, just there's things.
Yeah. Endless universe, but that's okay. Don't worry about it.
Paul, I gotta say, that's a wicked beard, man. Do you
I
like
love it.
somewhere?
It is. It's incredible.
I love
We all
it.
love it. Oh, so good.
It's all I can do not to just do this the whole time I'm on camera, because I just do this now.
Kiri has
Oh, you should feel free.
Some of the others have pups.
Please
Keep
keep
it
it
going.
going.
Don't stop.
I feel
Also,
like
Dale, did Omar give his life
get
update? I don't think he did.
Oh yeah, he did.
got
It was,
paid.
it
I'm
was
sorry.
the painting because
did you miss
he
the
won't.
announcement about the
I'm
go
so
out?
sorry.
Because
I
you'll
just
never
I blocked
take
it out
anything
clearly
seriously.
because
Oh,
I'm
could you?
used to talking.
what is
I'm
yours?
sorry.
Paint.
I was just making sure you didn't get left out, and now I look like an
Thank you, I
asshole.
appreciate it. It's very nice.
Sorry.
Blacked
Very nice
out
of
while you
you.
were doing that. I'm sorry.
What is? I got a poster signed by Robert Rodriguez. I think that's my actual answer.
I
To me,
was
that was like a
literally
moment
about
where I
to
was
ask
like,
who was Robert Rodriguez, but I remember you telling me that you got this poster signed, and I remember asking at the time who was Robert Rodriguez, and you were very upset with me.
So it was so nice to see everyone, and let's do this again in like 7 years.
We do.
But yeah, I have. Yep, that's my. That would be my one. I think. I don't know. I don't like have kids or a new cat.
I have an adult now.
Yeah.
Yep.
How's that?
She lives with her mom. Not so much. So it is.
It's a human.
Mia's back.
Mia's back.
Oh.
Yay.
Get out, Omar.
This is.
All right, I gotta go.
Omar, can you hear at the same time? Wait, Omar, does the restraining order apply to online, or can we be here in the same virtual room?
What a great question! Pre-recorded message from me.
Yes, we've planned this clever ruse. Wait, where are your glasses? Let's do the glasses.
Yeah, let's do the thing. You wanna do it? Can we do it? Will it work?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on, wait. Let me take off
Yeah,
mine.
let us be full screen.
I don't know how to do that.
I don't know how to do that either. But
Right.
wait, I'm gonna give Omar my glasses because we're the same person. Ready?
But we can't do that though, because it's a different room.
No, we've pre-recorded this.
Oh yeah, it's a pre-recorded thing. So go
message.
ahead, do it.
Here you go.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you for your glasses. Here, I'll give them back.
Thank
Here
you
you
so
go.
much.
There you go.
I am impressed. This is like the drinking times 2.
Yeah.
I just, you two particularly always have these schemes. I remember before I ever came to the US.
You're talking about us like we're like chipmunks.
You
and
kind
stuff.
of are, though. Let's be real. When I was coming over to the US for the first time, and I was sort of getting in contact with people and working stuff out, I remember you two were like, we should do a video where we discover that actually you're not Australian at all. It's all been fake, and you've been doing an accent the whole time, and really you're just American. And I was like, I mean, okay, sure.
I have like
We
no
never did it.
recollection of this.
We've still stuck with the Dael is Australian bit. I'm very impressed by that.
Yeah.
We commit to the bit is like
Yeah,
our
commit,
thing. Yeah. Akeem!
Hey,
Hey, bud.
how are ya?
Good. I was here earlier drinking, and now I'm back. So I'm.
Hey, wait, hold on, wait, actually, hold on, really quickly.
You
Akeem,
hold
can
on. I
I-
have to let the dog in.
Hold on, okay. Okay.
What's going on?
Akeem,
Yeah,
can I
what's up?
borrow-
I'm right here.
Can I borrow your glasses, sir?
I don't know. Can you?
Yeah, you just take them off and you hand them through the camera.
Okay.
What is happening?
Yep. Here we go. Can you hand it to me?
Yeah.
Hand it to me.
Oh,
Thanks,
it's up there.
Akeem.
There you go.
There we go. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Oh, where are my glasses now? Can I
Let me
have
hand them back.
Well,
There
you know
you go.
what?
You need them. There you go, Akeem.
Glasses for a minute, Dael. Dael, can you hand me your
Jenny's
glasses?
like-
Okay,
Jenny's
I'm
having
gonna,
a meltdown.
guys, I have to hand Kiri my glasses, but for it to work on the stream, I also have to coordinate with button pressing. So give me a second.
You can
All
do
right,
it.
Ready? I'm handing you my glasses right now. Here you go.
Alright.
Wait. Don't do
Okay,
it yet. Don't
you
do
want
it
me to
yet.
pull them back?
Now you can have them.
Okay, thank you.
You guys are confusing Jenny.
I'm gonna check the comments and see if it actually
Oh, your
works.
prescription doesn't match mine. I'm gonna give it back.
Everyone not
thank
bring
you.
glasses.
Thank you.
Look at Jenny. He's upset.
The
Wait,
mismatch
Scott, do you wanna do
prescription
it?
was very
We're all just in the
good.
same room, don't you know?
Thank
You want to do one, Scott?
We always
Yeah,
have.
Scott's gonna do a round.
Okay, here's Scott. Can you hand me your glasses,
I
Scott?
can't handle
You want my glasses? Yep, hold on,
Yeah.
hold on. I'm gonna just,
Yeah.
I should actually point out, these are just sunglasses, these are not mine. So, hold on. Hold on. Socks, don't bite my arm. I'm trying to do a bit. And you're biting.
All the time.
Enough, little man, enough. Here, there you go. Okay, glasses.
There you go.
Here we go.
And thank you so very much.
So here's
Really,
my
let me hand them
question.
back. There you go.
Yes.
So you have them there, Scott. There you go.
Omar,
Sir, thank
do
you
you
for
just
letting me
have
There we go.
15 different pairs of glasses.
Yeah,
on.
yeah.
Do not fit and they're hurting my eyes.
Right now.
Why weren't we doing magic vlogs this whole time?
And Jenny's like truly broken from this experience.
I know. I don't know what's happening. I get some glasses.
I hope you guys are happy.
I do have glasses like that, like
I
Scott.
was
They
checking
have-
the comments to make sure people like actually could understand this bit and appreciated it, and I feel like it worked because I wasn't sure with the grid, but I feel like people are in.
It doesn't
and
even
like, this is
matter.
amazing.
Honestly, it still looks good.
What's important is that
I'm still
we're
con-
having fun.
We have
I know,
fun
I'm
here.
kind of looking at
I
Jenny's
think
face
it
going,
worked.
is she like,
Everybody
amazed?
said they're witches. Burn them.
I'm just like, going, Jenny, are you amazed? Or are you just looking at all these going, God, I built up all of your careers and now you're
This is what it is.
This
This
is
is what
Jenny's
y'all do.
regret vlog.
none of y'all getting hired ever again.
But also, are all of us blind then?
Yeah.
Because I wear glasses too, but not right now.
Wait, the comments said Omar and Dael maybe could. Wait, was it Dael or Holland?
I will not
We
give that
can't
man my
go.
glasses.
Let's
Yeah, you
exchange them.
He's not trustworthy.
I don't want to
That's-
exchange glasses with you.
Okay, fine.
Gotta keep the
I'm gonna
feed
get
going.
those glasses.
Poor Brent is over there, just like, I have good vision, you guys.
Yeah, he's the only one.
Oh,
We're all like,
Poor Brent with his good vision. I don't care. He's got good vision. I don't need to feel sorry for that fool.
well, I don't know if you heard, but he also is quite fit. So
Yeah.
Not fit.
I already established that I don't do physical activity and I have terrible vision. This was earlier. Oh my gosh.
I mean, I do physical activities sometimes, but not lately.
Did I
I'm
mention
sure there
that
was a
before?
time when I did.
Yoga instructor.
Yeah.
What did I interrupt?
7 days a week, you guys.
Physical.
What?
That's in my head. That's what's playing while you're teaching yoga. It's very zen.
I was doing the like crazy ex-girlfriend yoga song in my head.
I'm a developer, so we have a thing called dry. Don't repeat yourself. So I just did one, and I just reused that one.
I love how you apply it to every aspect of life.
You gotta know what you wear.
Yeah,
commitment.
use what you got.
Commitment is
Wait, what did I interrupt with this like crazy glasses thing that Omar and I schemed up?
literally did
I love that you use the word scheme because that describes what is happening.
Should we talk
all
about the
the
time that we lied to Mia and gaslit her to think that a character in Crocodile
Oh my God,
Dundee
wait.
was actually
Oh my
a rat?
gosh, yes!
Do you guys know that they?
How many people did that? That sounds mean.
It was Dael and
It was
Omar
mean.
only.
It was
only
back
Dael
when
and
the two
Omar.
Rogue Geeks did the Mia Hasn't Seen Shit streams.
Yeah.
Wherein Jessie did a lot of her fanfiction writing. Yeah, we had this one time where we sat down to watch Crocodile Dundee 2, because I was there and I am
Oh my
Australian.
God.
And Omar and I just insisted for the whole movie that in the first film, the Crocodile Dundee is straight up magic, and like Rat, who was
I have not seen it. That was
team
the
gang
the
leader,
whole thing.
was like he was an actual rat who got turned into a human. We kept it up the whole movie. I can't believe that it
We
worked.
kept it up so long, and I had never seen it. That if you didn't see it, Mia hasn't seen it. It was because I didn't see it. And then you left at the best part, which is what they did was they were like, "We swear to God, I'll show you. I'll pull up a clip. I'll pull up a clip." And they pulled up a clip, and as soon as they started typing in, I was like, "Okay, it's real." Like they're looking up stuff, so it's real. Like obviously. They wouldn't go. And I was like, I believe you. Okay,
We're talking
I get it.
Rockadoodle like a cartoon rat was our
Yeah, they
argument
were
got
like,
turned
this
into a man.
character named Rat. They were like, this character named Rat that you've been watching in Crocodile Dundee was a real rat that was turned into a person. And I was like, you guys are messing with me. But then once people start typing, you're like, it's real. So they typed it. And I was like, I believe you. Stop. And then they like showed it to me. And then like there was a good 30 seconds of waiting for it. And then what started playing was Somewhere Out There from Five Goes West, An American Tale, and it was like getting Rickrolled, but with an American Tale. I was very embarrassed. Okay, sorry. That was like only funny to us, I guess. Whatever.
No, it's funny. It's just like
It's also mean. We're very mean people.
That's like our whole relationship.
Yeah, it's
like
true.
we're mean to each other.
At the very least, this trio, I feel like most of us are very
Just this
nice to
trio.
one another.
And
No,
then
no, truly
I'm
just
mean
us
to you
three.
and I'm mean to Omar. And
I will-
you take it back as good as you get.
That's a friend. That's like a
Mia,
type
you are the
friendship thing.
reason I remember these weird animated things from my past.
Yeah, I love those fever dream shows.
What the fuck?
Rockadoodle. Like the other day I said this phrase. It was John Bluth who hurt you.
Anytime I think of Spirit, I think of Omar. And
Oh, thank you. That's the nicest thing anyone's ever said.
Because
Wait,
that
Dael.
fucking soundtrack fucking bangs. I just
It does actually.
Yes.
I'm a little tipsy at this point. I apologize.
I can't.
I'm on Central.
Cheers.
Wait, which soundtrack are you talking about? American Tail?
Spirit. No, now she's talking about Spirit.
Oh,
Stallion of the
I like the
Cimarron.
American Tail
I
soundtrack.
remember going to like.
Wow.
First of all, I remember the Halloween party that I got to go to that you both hosted like forever ago, and that was so lovely. And I remember getting in a weird discussion with Omar about stallions.
It was a great discussion. It was a
That
great
could
discussion.
have been any Halloween party that we
being
had
like,
to go to.
Wait, I have a question then. Was Omar not the original person to bring up Spirit, Stallion of the Cimarron? Was it actually Kiri?
It was Kiri, which is crazy,
Omar
right?
is now taking all of the credit.
Kiri brought
But
it
it was
up
actually
in-
Kiri. This is mind-blowing to me.
No,
What a
Kiri brought it
twist.
up in relation to Omar. So it was on brand.
You know.
One time I turned
I feel like I
and
came in and like made chaos happen. Sorry.
That's okay.
one time I
You
was
live
at
in
a,
chaos. Look at the world.
Yeah. Look at this street.
Let's go to the beach for spring break.
Yeah.
Kiri, you were a siren.
Oh, during D&D, yes, I was.
Okay.
Sorry. I was like, yes, but we don't talk about that here.
Omar, we don't bring up the magic.
You're right. Also,
Uh,
James
yeah.
Van Isaacs, you were also a siren.
Would
What?
people like?
Now, what is life?
Would people like a Lucky Dip conversation topic? So when we did Cougapedia hangouts,
Dale's
that
like,
guy-
this is off the rails. I'm
It's
gonna
off the
bring
rails.
this back.
I'm bringing
and
it
I'm
back.
gonna interrupt her as she tries to bring it back. Right?
It's good. It's good for me. No, I'm just saying. When we did Cougapedia back in the day, we used to talk about geeky things that had happened in the last week. But it has been 5 years, so I've written some little. This is full of American coins, elastic bands, and some slips of paper with geeky things from the last 5 years that are very important to talk about. So, would people like to talk about those?
From the
Yes.
musical last 5 years.
From the musical, the Broadway musical.
In like 10 minutes because I gotta go to Portos to pick up an order I put in.
Well, that's 10
Oh my
minutes.
god,
that
wait,
we
Kiri,
can
what
talk
did you
about.
get? What did you get?
Hey, please tell me what you got from
What did
Porto.
you get from Porto?
You know we can't do this. This is the most LA conversation.
Sorry, Dael. Sorry, Dael.
Well,
we always buy Porto.
I just ordered my mom a bunch of Portos because they can do. Did you know that bake at home is a thing?
Yes, I know.
But
that.
here's the
Bake at
deal,
home.
because you can do bake at home. So it was my friend's birthday, and I ordered her Portos, and then it was Mother's Day, so I sent Portos to like New Jersey. So I know this seems like a regional conversation, but you can all order Portos. It's
You can
so
all
good.
except
So
Dael
good.
can't get
It's
Porto.
so good.
Probably,
Can't get
probably
Portos.
not Dale.
Guys, I gotta say,
bakery?
I never liked Portos.
I'm googling it right now.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that, Branson. You
Does
better
Brett
not
not
repeat
like
it.
Portos?
No one's taking
I've never liked Portos.
Omar, this is a
Unpopular
This
opinion.
is a Burbank hate
I know I'm in the minority of it. I know I'm in the minority. I've just never been impressed by anything I've had.
What?
I'm sorry.
Wow.
You should
Her
be.
fanfic is done already.
I don't
fuck
understand
is
what this
broccoli?
conversation is about, but I understand that Brent is talking.
Jesse, you are a beast.
Yeah,
Dale,
what
just
the
take
heck?
our side. Don't research. Just take
Yeah,
our side.
Portos is
Dael,
great.
you've been to Portos.
I love their burgers.
You've been to Portos so often. That's herbs. And you've been to
No,
Portos.
that's her. Did you go to
I've
Porto?
not
Dale
been
go
to
to
Portos.
I don't think she has. No, she has.
Omar is lying.
I don't think she has Omar.
I'm just imagining everyone that's watching this and they're like, "What the hell is Portos?"
Yeah, they're like super sick.
Portos, Portos is
It's not
family.
even a bit. It's not
Portos
even a
is family.
It's LA, right?
Hold on, wait.
Ends up
This fan,
here in
I'm pretty
LA.
sure, Brent, I think
gotta
this fanfic.
stop.
Wait, this fanfic I think is about you getting married, Brent. This is
With
like.
Neil?
Oh my gosh!
Oh my god,
No,
what?
what?
Neil and I get are
This
Neil and I
looks
getting
really
married?
cute.
I
This
really
looks
look
really
back.
cute.
Oh my gosh,
Wait,
Brent has to
should
be
Brent
one to
read it
read
out
it.
loud? Yeah, should Brent read it?
Yes,
I'm with
yes.
you 100%.
Please.
Where,
Are we gonna read it?
Wait,
where do
hold
we
on,
go
really
to
quick.
read this thing?
And go to the chat, and there's a link in the chat.
Can I propose? Haha.
If this is
Can I
about portals,
propose?
then no.
No. Okay. First of all, take it down to a 2, and second of all, James Brent Isaacs, can you read it? But if there's any dialogue that's any of us, can it be Scott? Who reads as us?
I love this. I think Scott should do all the other voices.
I will give it at least a 4 out of 10 attempts.
That's so good.
Twice as much as I was expecting.
Yeah, good quarantine numbers.
I'm gonna
Can you
mute
do other
myself.
accents?
Okay, I'm done with this. Let's do it.
Okay.
I'm ready, yeah.
Where are you getting the link?
Where's the link?
It's on
what's the
Twitter.
plan?
Wait, I'll post it in the. Give me 2
It's
seconds.
on Twitter and I put it in our
I
group chat.
haven't been
Also
on
in our
Twitter
chat.
in 7 years.
Apparently, I'm not.
I-
This is me finding Beyonce is the best, and she's picking up the order for me.
What am I?
Okay, wait. I'll drop it in the.
For our anniversary tomorrow.
Katie,
What's-
I'll drop
what's-
it in the Instagram chat for you.
Cool.
And I'll drop it in the Facebook chat for everyone else.
What is the plan here? Am I
in this chat?
You're
How long is it? Is it long?
Brent,
No, it's
you
not that
read
long.
it, but let Scott do anything in quotes as all the voices. Scott is
Gotcha.
all the characters, and you're the narrator.
Oh my
Okay.
god, I love this so much.
This is
All
ridiculous.
right.
What's happening?
Are we doing this now?
Yeah.
Let's
Oh,
do it.
yeah.
I like the title.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Sorry.
Today was the day. Everything was ready. The seats were filled, the flowers were blooming, and the only thing left to do was walk down the aisle and say, I do. Tiger Monkey was terrified. He wasn't getting cold feet. No, he knew this was the right decision. In fact, this was probably the best decision he'd ever made, other than maybe putting an international thumb wrestling champion on his resume. It was just...
James?
I have no idea who could be.
So good already.
Tiger Monkey turned away from the window he'd been gazing out to face the door where a sharply dressed Dael was grinning widely at him.
You ready?
Yeah. Practically vibrating with excitement. You look great. Oh, wait, no, that's the line. Sorry.
God damn. You look great. He gonna go nuts when he sees you.
Yes. Tiger Monkey just shrugged a little, staring down at his shoes and shifting his weight from one foot to the other. He wanted to reply with just as much enthusiasm, but for some reason, he wasn't able to muster much more than a mumbled,
I think so.
Dael, being the clever girl that she was, instantly recognized his hesitation for what it truly was. Her expression shifted from something more understanding, and she strode across the room, setting her hands on his shoulders firmly.
Look at me.
She said. The Tiger Monkey did as he was told, too surprised by her sudden boldness to do anything else. She looked beautiful, of course, but more than that, she looked proud.
Today's about you and him.
She said, her voice steady, her grin now soft, reassuring smile.
We all love you. We all want to see you having a good time. Don't worry, okay?
Tiger Monkey managed a half smile of his own, but he still looked somewhat nervous.
I know.
He replied.
But I guess I can't believe this is happening. I mean, you know how this started. I do.
Dael replied,
Oh my god, you guys, there's a song. I scrolled my head. There's a song.
But you've both come so far since then. We all have.
She paused, and for a moment the sounds of their friends and family drifted in through the window. Laughter, joy, and sheer unadulterated love. It was like a soothing melody that calmed his heart, and that, combined with the gentle pressure of Dael's hands on his shoulders, siphoned all the stress away. She was right. The past was the past. Today was about the future. Their future. So, with Dael leading the way, Tiger Monkey walked out of the room, down the hall, and out the doors of the building they'd booked for the ceremony and reception. He watched as she took her place to his right, that signature grin back on her face. Then stepped into his own position in front of the altar. He listened as their song swelled around him. That song that started it all.
Who's singing?
Okay, is this someone else has to sing?
It's gonna be
this?
Akeem.
No, you gotta do
Let's
it.
do
Oh,
Akeem.
Akeem. Okay, Akeem.
I'm singing something?
Yes. Make up a melody to the song.
Maybe I'm just crazy. Is that where it begins?
Yeah, that's where it begins.
It's the song Ugly Hearts.
Yeah.
If you've ever listened to Ugly Hearts. Maybe I'm just crazy. Maybe I'm
a fool. Maybe I don't know how to love, but maybe I do. I thought we were doing a duet.
It's all right. It's not.
No, it's just you. It's just you, and it's beautiful. You're doing great.
It is a duet. You're doing both parts.
Beautiful.
Yeah. It's not a traditional love song. He knows, but they're not traditional either.
Maybe you'll get married and she will kiss your feet. Well, I give all my rides away. I won't lose no sleep.
Everyone stands, and Tiger Monkey's eyes drift over their faces. Becca.
Wait, let's clap for the song. Hold on.
Olden. Okay.
Should we stand?
Whoa,
No,
Gary, what are you
we're
wearing?
basketball shorts. No, we're not standing.
Okay, everyone stands, and Tiger Monkey's eyes drift over their faces. Becca, Holland, Terry, Eva, and Omar, Akeem, Katie, Sachi, Paul. All the way from Canada, no less.
No love for Dael. No love for Dael.
Paul is the one who has traveled
17-hour
No,
flight.
no, the whole first part is about Dael.
In this
She's
reality,
the-
I live
she's
in
the protagonist,
LA.
you guys. Come on now.
And countless others, and he feels his heart swell, and then
Okay, you're pretty. Your face is a work of art. Your smile could probably light up New York after dark.
I appreciate the commitment. Thank you.
I've heard this song, and this is what I'm always going to think
This is
of it
what
as.
we'll play at my wedding.
Okay.
I love it. I'm here for it.
there he is, and then there's more singing.
Okay, you're cover boy pretty. Stamped with a beauty mark.
Dressed in a white suit, holding a bouquet of matching white roses, grinning like the sun after a storm.
But it's such a pity a boy so pretty with an ugly heart.
He takes his place at the altar, and as they read their vows, Tiger Monkey feels tears prick at his eyelids. This almost never happened, he realizes. There were so many moments along the way that could have ruined them, so many things small and not so small that threatened to tear apart everything they've built.
Oh my god, I accidentally scrolled ahead.
And they're in love. That's all that really matters.
Oh my god.
James Brenda Isaacs, do you take this man to be your lawfully wedded husband?
Bane's the friggin' priest? Jesus.
Swear to him.
With zero hesitation, he says.
I do.
He doesn't hear the rest. He's too lost in everything that's happening, but he sees his new husband's lips echo the same syllables, sees him lean in, and they kiss the way they kissed the first time, all those years ago. The second their lips part, Tiger Monkey whispers something just for them.
I love you, Neil McNeil.
Yes! Yes! Thank you, Jesse.
Oh my god, we need to send this to Neil.
I
He'll
had
watch it.
forgotten there was a weird stint of so many people shipping you two.
There was,
Oh,
was
yeah?
it a Tiger Neil? Was that what it's called?
I think it was a Tiger McMonkey, or
Oh yeah, that
McNeil.
sounds.
To which I love
Tiger McNeil.
I think it was Tiger McNeil, yeah. And it
Tiger
was my
McNeil.
favorite. It's Jesse always wrote the greatest fan fiction.
It's so good.
and
I love it
just
so much.
better.
I do feel the need to say, Jesse, that we were not laughing at you. We were laughing because we loved it so much.
Yes,
It's amazing. Yeah.
And Scott's voices.
And
Jesse-
That's true. And it keeps singing. But
it's amazing thing. But we were laughing at you because we were just giddy. Like it was.
I remember the first thing Jesse wrote, shipping Neil and I. We were texting each other, and Neil texted me, "I don't know if I'll ever know a love like this."
Oh my god!
Oh my heart! Oh,
But it was also
Jesse,
she also wrote the Pacific Rim fan fiction for all of it, and,
Yes.
and like.
I got to live my dream life as a Charlie Day scientist in that, and I was like really eternally grateful. It was only like 2 lines, but I was so happy about it.
Omar and I were.
You were drift compatible.
Because
hold up.
What was your?
okay.
Yeah, what was your thing?
I remember this.
Jaeger?
Omar and Brent had the TS Heartthrob.
Kiri, Amy, and I were drift compatible as a trio, and we had Icor Olympus. I know. I can remember bits and pieces of the other ones. I can vaguely
Dale, I feel
remember.
like. So
I know I
was. Oh, go ahead.
I was
Colin,
drift
go ahead.
compatible with Mitch, but I don't know
Oh,
what
that's nice.
our thing was. I do remember that much.
I know. I
Was
think
it 'cause of
Paul and
drinking?
Terry.
It was probably
compatible.
drinking.
I think Paul and Terry were compatible. Wait, Dale, despite
Who
you
was
and
Neil with?
Yumi and Omar having a trio, I feel like we would be the least drift compatible.
Oh,
Like,
absolutely! Like
our robot
we'd
would
get
just be
it,
like
and it would tear itself
in
apart.
the face.
Yeah,
Yeah, like it would just be like, stop hitting yourself, and it would
a
just,
million
like, be
percent.
destroyed.
Oh my
Your
gosh!
dysfunction. Never mind. Actually, I'm not gonna make this joke. It's actually
Do
too
it!
touchy.
Don't be a coward. Do it.
Don't be a coward.
Your guys' Jaeger
Yeah,
would
shite bag if you're doing
be. It would be the MS fillet or fillet. Depends on who's driving at the time.
What does the MS stand for?
That's a ship thing. Don't worry about that part. That's not the important thing. That's flavor text.
Do you
DM.
know how
You don't have to
YouTube
know that.
expert
You don't have
YouTube
to
Dael
know.
Kingsmill.
Although he is
Does
right.
the internet know how we all hate each other now? Like, you know.
I like the way that he was trying to sow discord by bringing up the fillet of fish, but we turned on him
because
instead.
we turned on him because like if it was just left to us, we would have killed each other. But because you came in, we actually were like, get out of this.
We're gonna cut
No,
his
because
tie.
I was literally just in a conversation yesterday about how like Australian slang fundamentally challenges my brain, and I don't know how to stop it. Like I don't know how to make this stop, but it's really challenging.
I remember at some point,
between you and my friend Des, it's like,
oh yeah, Dezzles, yeah.
Yeah, Dezzles is
Oh,
up there.
Dezzles.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
yes.
I actually do know him.
Lemonade was, and I am
I like her,
still.
like my friend Des. We all know him.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, that's true. No, you don't understand. I'm so used to talking to people who don't know who he is, and
I got beers with Des in Chicago, so before you start to lecture me, Kiri,
we were there, and that upset me that you weren't gonna come out because I was like, wait, what the fuck are you doing in Chicago? Omar was
Wait, the comments.
when
The
we were all
comments.
for a friend's wedding, and I was like,
It was real weird for me because I just got a message from Dezzles one day. It was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be in Chicago for a wedding, and I was like, wait a minute. So two of my Americans.
Weird.
Oh, I love that you refer to us as you're Americans.
Yeah, I have to. I can't stop. Even those of you who are Scottish and Canadian and South African, you're all my Americans.
Well, Canadian is like North America, so I feel like that's a little
We
bit.
prefer the term good Americans.
Oh,
that's fair.
Oh, hey, don't be so real.
Earlier in this chat, my lovely fiance posed a question that I actually think we should answer.
I was about to say that your fiance is posting comments. That's what I was actually going to say. Go ahead.
She's lovely and amazing. But I would, which was, if I recall correctly, what are we working on now, and is there any way we or the community can support each other?
Wait, oh my gosh. Good night, Jessie. Good night, Jessie. Sorry, she's leaving. Bye.
Bye, Jesse.
Bye, Jesse.
Thank you so much for that.
Thank you so much for your
This might also
That's
be a good
beautiful,
place
beautiful
to.
gift.
If we answer that question, that might be a good place to stop the stream at a reasonable time. Do you reckon? We can all plug stuff that we have if we have it.
Wait, but Kiri was like mid saying.
Yeah, but
No,
that's
exactly.
what it
That's
was.
what Dale's saying. Dale's saying that's gonna be our last
The
thing.
question was essentially, what are you working on now, and how can we either
Oh, I see.
this group
How can we support
or
each other?
community support it?
Yeah.
Great.
Okay,
Dale should
wait.
assign who goes first.
Do I have to do the
Yeah.
thing again? Give me a second. I just
Yeah.
gotta set the grid back up again.
Also, we should do this again because this was.
Yes, can we please?
Oh, it's so
Yeah.
much fun. I love
Definitely.
seeing you guys.
I'm in.
I love
You're my
seeing you guys
favorite.
too.
I posted at various people's channels who still owns a channel or whatnot. I don't know.
Yeah, it's what, like you, me, and Akeem?
No, Katie's got one now too.
Oh yeah, Katie's
That sounds like a
she
movie
told
name.
us at the
He's
start.
got
Yes.
stuff. What y'all talk about?
Oh my gosh! Wait, 2 seconds. Katie's face is cut off, so I'm just gonna do this thing because it reorganizes, and I'm gonna organize it until Omar's face is covered by my flag in the corner instead. Oh, perfect! I got it in one. All right, Katie, you're up first.
What's happening with me, though?
I am just daily vlogging and doing videos with my boyfriend about our zoo, our reptiles, and just life in general. So if you want to learn more about keeping reptiles or art, or you're just curious about what's going on, then head over there and support that. I'm super active on Instagram as well, so if you guys want to come and hang out with me there, that would be awesome. That's about it.
Yay!
Awesome. Yes, round of applause between each one. Let's do it. Woo! Thank you for coming. I'm so pleased that you were here. Akeem, you're up.
Oh yeah, I have a YouTube channel. You guys can check me out there. You can go to geekheavy.com. You can find me over there. I'm actually going to go live after this, which is why things look the way they look. Because I was setting up for Mark.
That looks really good.
Yeah, you're apologizing that your setup
It's magical.
looks professional.
He's apologizing because his videos all look bad.
Wait a minute, I apologized? When did I apologize?
Sorry.
He said that's why it
How
looks
much is in my Midwestern I don't even know. Did I just say I'm sorry? I don't know. It could just be a Midwestern.
I thought you
You're
did,
not
but
Canadian.
you had an apologetic tone.
Katie.
Yeah, you're not Paul.
Sorry.
We have for everything.
Canadians and Midwesterners. Yeah, we apologize. Don't even know it. So I'm sorry for apologizing.
Wait, Akeem, are you going to do something after this? Because then we can't hang out in some kind of after party secret chat.
Oh no, I mean we can. I just my audience, they just know I go live on Fridays. So
okay.
I didn't
Go
say
live, baby.
Time.
It's Friday, isn't it?
Go live.
Goodness.
So many people.
We're chilling out, man.
So many people stream on Fridays, and I was like, whoops, sorry. Sachi was saying that she might make it if her stream wasn't happening at the same time, but alas.
Yeah.
Honestly, I kind of want to watch her Animal Crossing stream. It looks so legit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, actually, let me just throw in a thing. If Sachi didn't make it to this reunion today, but she goes live all the time gaming on Facebook Gaming. So I think I checked a link in the
And her
description.
TikTok is adorable and full of kitties. For a kid.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Dale, can you link people's channels and stuff below?
Absolutely. I think I've already done it, but if I haven't, then I will
Thank
again.
you. Thank you. You're the best.
But we just don't know with all the technical issues. I could have let us all down. Thank you, Akeem. Applause. Yay! Kiri, you're up.
Oh, I am?
Yeah.
Shit.
I mean, I can come back to you.
Yeah, do you swear on Dale's channel? Is it okay?
Yeah, it's fine.
Too late. for
I've
that.
already been swearing. Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
I
shit is fucking
much
said.
earlier. I'm sorry.
We all remember Scott's story about
Scott,
hearing
I love
fucking go.
Much. I love your voice. That in my head, I want you to narrate all of my regretful truths. You know, in Arrested Development, you've got the narrator correcting people's own realities. I'm this. It wasn't. That's what I want to hear.
Ron Howard.
I literally do that in when I'm watching the news or something. A politician will say,
You need to do
it
videos
wasn't.
on that.
Now I'm gonna hear Scott's voice. I'm just I was productive today.
You wasn't. Personal Ron Howard.
My personal Ron Howard. Scott is my personal Ron Howard. Oh, I love you guys so much. I am currently writing. You can find me so easily by just typing my name into Google, which is Kiri Callaghan. What is my name? And I'm such a featherweight. Why did they get me?
We're gonna
do I'm also a paid poet through the Poetry Brothel, which is an amazing organization promoting both poetry and also helping out sex workers, especially with the fact that Sesta Fosta was passed, which really is detrimental to their safety and their ability to get healthcare and such like. But mostly writing. And also I blog on my personal channel, which has been the same since post Geek Sundry Days, just as Kiri Callaghan on YouTube. And please come find me and buy my book. And support me on Patreon. I don't know.
Wonderful. Kiri, applause. Thank you for coming.
I can't applaud myself. That's weird.
I did, and then I made a show of pretending like that wasn't.
It's done now. Just Yeah, live with it. It's great. It's a great choice. Omar, you're up.
And see.
Just keep in mind that people can't see from your eyebrows up.
From my eyebrows up?
And sometimes
Ooh, that's where
eyes.
all the good stuff is. All right, what I'll do is I'm going to put on this hat in honor of Akeem, but no one's going to be able to see it. I am Omar Najam. You can find me at Omar Najam on Twitter as well as Omar Najam Film. If you want to watch some show stuff that I'm on, you can search for El Rey Nation on iTunes and Amazon. And I highly recommend the episode where I got broken over Beast Wars because I was trying to explain it, and everyone was really mean to me, and it's very funny.
Aww.
Also, in a fun way.
It is funny when people are mean to you.
In a fun way. And that's, let's see, what else here?
Why are you advertising your hat?
Because I wanted...
What is that?
It's for Akeem.
But what is it?
But
Well,
what is it?
why are there stars of David on the
5 or 6
Chicago
stars.
flag?
Yeah, that's the thing. I was like, is that a Chicago thing? Because
It looks vaguely Confederate, and I like need.
Yeah.
We need some
Throw
answers.
it up there, buddy.
Listen, I answer to a higher cause, and I also love that big old lake.
I'm sorry.
So-
What will rise again? What?
So, listen, it's a complicated issue. So
Omar and I get mean. Sorry.
Yeah. By the way, I definitely rooted for the North in the Civil War. I really don't want that to be a misunderstanding.
Why did you need to,
When it
like-
comes to the Civil War,
You should never say that.
Or rooted for the
I
North.
think you're digging a hole that
Too
you
soon,
might,
actually.
you might just want to abandon the plan.
I think you might like want to walk
the
away.
point
Too soon.
where, and then Brent and I are working on something that
Yeah.
I'll let him talk about if we're in a place to share it. But if not, definitely stay tuned for some very exciting
If not, Brett
announcements
can
that
just
involve.
make something up.
Omar,
Just mixing it up.
Omar, you tell them whatever you like.
Okay, we're doing.
When he doesn't know, he's
Do it.
Brent and I are designing a game that is going to be a ton of fun. I don't want to say a whole lot, but we are designing a completely original game. It is a blast. We have done a bunch of playtests, and it's great. And quite a bit of the art is inspired by the wonderful folks that you were seeing here on the stream. So we will have some more updates about that as time goes on, but just keep an eye on that. And then everything else, I'm just very happy to see everybody. And boy, I gotta say, the Yankees did a good thing, and slavery is not good. All right, who's next?
Okay, applause for Omar. Yay,
Just to
slavery
clarify.
is bad.
No,
Okay, great. Paul, you're next.
I am currently working on a beard, and you can support me by waiting with me. I don't do social media. I don't have any creative projects on the go at the moment, but you know, it's always just a matter of time until the right inspiration hits, and run with it, right?
Hell yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
All right, applause for Paul.
I think you should plug your non-consumerist lifestyle and tell everyone to
Yeah.
get it off the internet.
Minimalism for life.
Yeah, sustainability, baby.
All right,
Yeah,
Scott.
Well, I technically still have a YouTube channel which gets updated like once every 4 months when I get bored. But the main thing I've been doing is a slight tangent. In a slightly previous life, I was a professional wrestler. Stopped doing that when I stopped enjoying it because all that falling over is kind of a dumb thing to do when you're not having much fun. But
Also,
what I
sorry,
could-
not to cut you off, but have you and Sarah talked about wrestling?
Yeah,
yet?
like,
because you know
what?
Sarah's a
We
professional
have,
wrestler
yeah.
now.
I
Okay,
do,
good.
yeah.
You have them?
All right.
On a weird slight side story, I remember her tweeting something like, "Oh, I've done something you never believe it," and I kind of DM'd her on Twitter going, "Oh, you're gonna learn to be a wrestler?" And she's like, "Shit, how did you guess?" And I was
That's
just like,
amazing, Scott. I would love to hear you cut a promo. I'd love
Wow.
to cut like one of the wrestler promos.
weirdly,
Have you ever done that? Like,
oh yes, plenty. I can't do it right now because it gets very loud. And
What does this
will be clumsy.
mean? What
wait,
does it
I
mean?
mean, because Scott's like day and night. I could tell. Like right now, he's like very just like
He's like really like, I'm chill.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's like super chill, but like those wrestling promos are not chill. They know no chill.
No,
but
no,
he-
they're
I don't know if
very,
it is
very
actually
late
true
for him.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
you're
it's like
right.
Like very
Wait, but
early
can
in the
you
morning.
like
Probably
muster a little
tired.
bit to educate me, please?
I can maybe send you a link to some pre-recorded ones later, but if
Okay,
I do
okay,
one now,
fine.
Lindsay will wake up and beat me. So
What,
So
so
what
there's
I do
video out of you wrestling?
somewhere, I'm sure I can find it at some point. I'll send
Don't
it
make me
later.
search the internet, man. I will find it.
But I was going to say, what I do now is film promos for other wrestlers.
Oh, nice.
Which is quite, so I can take like the nice camera and all the rest of it. And the good thing is, if someone's got like a really good idea, like something that's creatively different, or like they want to say something different, or they want a different aesthetic, I'm like, cool, that's interesting. And it's not like my full-time job, so it's just a side hustle. So if someone comes up and they just want to do the, I'm a wrestler and you're a wrestler, and I don't like you, but I do respect you, but I don't think you're bad, so it's to keep it competitive. And let me tell you something. If someone's coming up with that, I can be like, yeah, fuck that, I'm going to be busy that day. But like, if someone's got a really cool idea, I can be like, okay, and then let the coach get working, going, oh, how would I make that look? How would I film that? And how would I edit that? And Kiri's got a cat, and that's not a part of my process of posting it, but it's just just to see if anyone notices it. So that's kind of what I've been doing, video-wise mostly. So yeah.
That's awesome.
If you want to plug that, watch WWE NXT UK a lot.
I just tried to say that's super dope, but I said that's super dupe, which is, I'm
One
just
brand.
I know, you're super duper. Also, like, I didn't realize that the chat shows up on the stream. Super funny.
Yeah, it's just
good thing we haven't been saying anything.
I'm glad I didn't say anything
It's
bad.
a good thing that you're all actually nice people who aren't like.
Yeah, like I truly didn't realize that I was just like typing as though no one was watching. Like,
I just thought I should
style dancing on my own, and it was.
Yeah, I mean it's fine. It's all just been amusing commentary popping up in the corner. But yeah, no, it's good. Yes, thank you, Scott. Applause, applause, applause. Thank you for coming. Brett, you're up. Tiger Monkey, I should call you.
Oh, I respond to anything. Okay, well, Omar talked about the card game, so I'll just say, yeah, no, I'm just gonna say you guys were all part of two of the greatest, happiest years of my life, and I love all of you, and I miss all of you, and I'm just really glad I got to be here today, and I could go on and on and on about how much each and every one of you means to me, and I haven't jumped in too much on the stream just because I've just been getting lost in just watching all you guys and hanging out with you, just really talking stuff.
Also, can I just apologize for any awkwardness between us? And I just want to make sure we're cool. I don't want to bring shit up. I just want to make sure
it's not real shit.
I just want to apologize for being.
Hey, we are always cool, always and forever. All right.
Cool.
And I love you guys.
Do we want to air our grievances?
No. I just wanted to make sure. Like, I just felt bad.
You know, it's okay.
I just want to not.
You know, I was gonna blow the fuck up. Like,
honestly, it's nothing. Honestly, it's nothing. I just don't want to not acknowledge.
It's fine. We're gonna have secret behind the scenes chats after the stream ends anyway.
I have some complaints about a key that I have never gotten to voice.
So much more real than it is.
Yeah, please, Omar.
If this doesn't end in thumb wrestling, I'm gonna be so disappointed.
Yeah.
I mean, now that you bring it up, Kiri and I, we got beef.
Yeah.
We all have beef with Scott from his episode of To Catch a Predator, so.
Alright, yes, thank you, Tiger Monkey. Applause. Applause for Tiger Monkey. Thank you for coming. We love you.
There is no drama.
There is no drama in passing say. Yes, exactly. Okay, Mia.
Hold on, I was muted. I'm sorry. I was just like, I had to mute
Did you
myself
waste all
because
your good jokes again, though?
Yeah, I did. I did, but like Omar has them because we share a brain, so it's fine.
Which hair did you get cut? You gotta
Never mind. We don't share a brain. I don't want to be associated with a dad joke. So, sorry, I was really invested in this. Like, I feel like it just sounded so much more dramatic than it actually was. It was like a totally innocent thing. Anyways, what am I supposed to say?
We all just reacted so hard.
We just like reacted so hard.
Honestly, it's nothing. I feel really dumb now. I shouldn't have said anything.
No, I'm sorry, Holland.
Holland, you're perfect.
I'm sorry, Holland. I just imagined everyone react. I feel like I made it worse because I imagined everyone reacting.
It's worse.
Your
It was
reaction
nothing.
has been very
Genuinely, the reaction was us imagining the reaction.
She's
Okay.
I'm glad you did it. I think it was great.
It was nice.
Now it's embarrassing.
Give people something to like talk about during the quarantine.
Don't everyone just keep in mind Mia's run out of episodes of The Circle to watch, so she's real thirsty for anything she can pick up on in terms of something to talk about.
Avatar's streaming on Netflix.
Honestly, like, fuck you for seeing me, Omar. I hate that you know me.
Oh, Mia just dropped an F-bomb.
I did.
Again,
That's
Scott's
why I
in
asked
the conversation.
Dale to pray about this. What am I supposed to say, Dale? Wait, what am I supposed to say?
I invited Scott. I knew that there would be swearing. It's okay. I marked this stream as not for children. Everything's fine. Mia, you're saying it was Angelique's...
What am I supposed to do?
It was Angelique's question that was, what projects are you working on and how can people support them?
Oh.
Mia, this is really funny.
I'm like, fuck you, not for children. By the way, I write for children.
I just want to help you.
I write for children on the
Yeah, Mia's reveal is gonna be great.
So you can follow. You know what? You can follow me on Twitter at Mia Rosella. That's the best way to support me because I'm a writer and I don't use other outlets. And I didn't used to tweet, but it's quarantine now, so I'm just screaming into the void at all times. Like, please interact with me.
And the void is you guys.
Yes.
The void is very sleepy.
The void is people. And I write like cartoons, so I'm hi Void. Hello.
Yeah. Oh, so cute. Sorry, that was a very loud squeal.
Hello, Void. So yeah, I write cartoons. I'm currently full-time Netflix, part-time Disney right now. So just stay tuned to my Twitter because cartoons take a really long time to get made. I'm really hoping for announcements to be available soon, even though they won't come out. At least like maybe announcements will happen. But I previously wrote on the show Vampirina, which is currently nominated for a Daytime Emmy. And I'm if you follow me on Twitter, I'll try to tweet about that stuff and a bunch of gay stuff. So at Mia Rosella. That's like how my Twitter is now in the quarantine. It's just like got really gay.
I get that.
I used to be bi, and I guess now I'm gay because of the quarantine. Like, cause like according to my Twitter, that's like I'm just so gay. I don't know what happened. I'm just like spinning my wheels over.
I did not know the virus did that.
I didn't know the virus. Like some of the side effects of the virus are like heavy breathing and like full lesbianism, and so I don't know what to tell you.
No, I fully understand that, Mia. I completely understand.
Apparently, like when left,
I was a lot more bi when the vlog started, and then
yes, exactly. Like I thought I was bi, but then I've like been by myself for like 2 months, and I guess I just only tweet gay shit now.
This is being a great promo.
At Mia Rosella on Twitter.
For what?
Yeah, I write for like tiny children. Please don't report me to some kind of like authority. I write for children.
Do you want to mention the musical you've been working on?
But it's only on Facebook. It's like no one can watch it.
But do you want to just share with the folks?
I wrote in quarantine because I'm an insane person. I wrote an entire musical to the 1994 movie The Mask.
I didn't think that this was going to be a real thing. When Omar said that, I didn't think it was a real thing.
It was real. It's like 13 tracks that I wrote in like less than a month because I'm insane. I'm like really cooped up.
Because I've been wanting to do a musical version of The Room for a very long time. And
oh my god, The Room! That's so good.
I'm
actually doing Casper next.
This is just I'm getting flashbacks to the vlogger boy band.
Oh yeah, that was the thing. You gotta call on someone else, Dael, because I'm like.
Okay, yeah, all right. Applause for Mia. We have to stop her from talking now. Holland, you're up.
Oh boy. Hi everyone. So I have nothing personal to plug, but I do have 2 shows. One of which is on Disney XD, so it's not on streaming. I apologize, but if you have Disney XD. They like to rerun the show a lot called Parker Plays, and it is a children's show. It is a children's Let's Play show, but it's basically like Adult Swim for children and like kind of like a Let's Play show on acid. And there's like 2 seasons of it, but the second season is like half a season, and we love it. And Omar actually worked on it as well.
Can I say something really quickly?
Yeah.
Holland's on it. Like, there are sketches between like the Let's Play stuff.
Oh, I'm
and
literally
Holland's
in it,
like
yes.
on TV. Holland's on Disney.
Yeah, which is cool. And it's a lot of Rocket Jump people too, if you're familiar with Rocket Jump. I basically just got to make the show with a bunch of my friends, which is super cool. And then we also have a show on Amazon, which if you have Amazon Prime, you can stream, called Streaming IRL. And it's like a docu-series about streamers and gamers. That I'm also very proud of, which is cool. And hopefully we're making more episodes, but who knows, because we're all in quarantine. So
Amazing.
those are my 2
Excellent.
things to flag.
Congratulations. Thank you, Holland, for coming.
Thank you. I apologize for
I like this round of applause.
being me.
Oh,
Don't you dare.
You better take that back right now.
Yeah.
I
How
just
dare
like,
you.
oh, it's
I
fine.
mean it.
It's fine.
Don't apologize for being you.
Jenny, lucky last. What you up to?
Yo. Well, I'm teaching. So if anyone would like a
If
degree,
anyone wants to enroll.
Yeah, I teach for the New York Film Academy in the screenwriting department, but I also teach in producing. I wonder why.
You're amazing.
Yeah, like I have various things that I want to be doing, but yet quarantine kind of, that happened. So like I said, I'm doing a lot of yoga.
Yeah.
If anyone wants meditation suggestions or
I would love that.
Kriyas that I can, for anything under the sun, just hit me up.
All right. Thank you so much for being
That's a
here,
good
Jenny. We love you. You keep
Can
us
I
all
say
sane.
something about the chat real quick?
Yes, you can.
I watched every single version of the circle there is chat. Like, don't even trip.
Oh my gosh. Okay, no, you can't talk to the chat. I changed my mind. You can't talk to the chat. All right. Well, hello. I should probably say my thing. It feels weird because this is my channel. But hi, I'm Dael. This has been a stream. This is my YouTube channel. I upload here, so you can support me very easily by subscribing to this channel or watching my stuff. I talk a lot about D&D, and I still vlog about Mythology, which was my Geek and Sundry thing. So if you're here to watch the stream but don't really watch my videos, I still do my Mythology vlogs. But yes, any upcoming projects will be announced when they are announced. Anyway, thank you so much, Vlog fam, for coming, for joining me. Everyone who was here earlier who had to leave. We had a couple people who unfortunately couldn't make it, but they're all doing amazing things. You can find Nika on Twitter, you can find Songs of Adventure on Instagram, and I think still on YouTube. Yeah, they're doing, although I should say, look up Caitlin DeVille, not Songs of Adventure. I have everyone's links in the description. This has been wonderful. Thank you so much for coming, and we will see you some other time. Goodbye!
Bye.
Bye.